the button. Okay, there we are. Hello! We are back after a week off for multiple reasons. One of which, America. But that is all we'll say about that. Everyone is doing great. I don't know if anybody has anything new that's happened in the past 2 weeks that they want to talk about. Not really anything for me. In case you want to announce something or... I don't know. Basically, a bunch of games are coming out and all of them are going to stream a bunch, I'm pretty sure. Pretty soon. The only thing I've heard.
If my PC starts working, I will.
Yeah, if you want to come over to my stream after this game, I'm going to stream Assassin's Creed like the rest of the night.
Yeah. Because Assassin's Creed came out and like 3 people in this call are itching to play it. Alright. Getting that kind of out of the way, because we're taking a little bit. We'll go ahead and just start with the game. Very simply. Last time, as some people remember and some people don't, you guys had decided to work for these fishermen to try to protect them and figure out what was going on in the bay and what was attacking people and things like that. And upon kind of figuring out a couple aspects of it, but then being hired on one boat to take you out, you decided to go out and deal with whatever issue it had been, and you found these large fish-like creatures with harpoons that attacked and dragged some people in the water, but luckily nothing too bad. And upon interrogating one of them, even found some information before routinely bashing its skull into the mast. Upon coming back and getting some of the pay from the previous job and also trying to prove that you did the current job, you decided to eat, but also, since you had a third additional job that you were thinking about taking about a mysterious figure that comes out at night, you decided to go check that out in that area of town. And upon checking in at the local bar and finding a witness, supposedly, and discussing with them, you decided to take the witness with you and try to look around the area. And upon looking in the area and splitting up Scooby-Doo style, some people saw nothing, some people saw some strange things, but 2 in particular found an abandoned house, and upon looking inside and seeing what looked like maybe a crime scene or something similar, the figure then did show up through the wall and gave a blood-curdling scream that did... Why are my alerts muted on one end and not muted on the other? I don't understand that. Either way, you let out a blood-curdling scream, and upon getting frightened of that and running out of the house, you met with the rest of the group, now kind of in this crossroads area, still kind of late, getting close to kind of the midnight time. Upon kind of showing up and immediately describing what had happened and kind of what you had found and what you believed to be what had happened, we had ended there, kind of unsure about everything going on. So, that being the case, what would you all like to do?
So
The first move's always the hardest.
Walrus are looking for the rest of the group.
No, I think you just found us. Like,
Yeah, we'd come upon them.
Yeah,
and we'd noticed the apparent aging.
Yeah.
Artists and old man Walrus.
Yeah, and you had found out what the rings had said. It said love everlasting and everlasting love. So you kind of described a little bit of what you saw, but decision hadn't been made on how you're going to handle it at the moment.
Well, let's go back to the house. And we will
Oh,
kill
good.
them.
We're going back to the house. That makes me old. That's fantastic.
Yes,
Maybe we will find a way to reverse it.
that is
That'd be
possible.
nice. Everything hurts.
If not, I might have some things.
I'd say it's worth a shot.
So
I'm
back
not going to
to the
complain
scene
about
of
it. I mean,
crime.
anything to old manify me.
It may take me a few years to learn, but
Oh,
as long
good.
as you
Yes,
don't
I
die
can
before
become
then,
older.
You should be good.
Good. Yes. Fantastic.
We may find something if we go back to that house.
Fine, let's go back to the house with the evil, angry ghost.
It's the
Y'all,
only lead we have.
That's fair.
what's the
Don't
worst that
worry,
could
Mr.
happen?
Walrus.
I get older.
I'll lead the way because
Dead-
Grandpa's lagging behind there.
Dead things are sort of my specialty.
All right.
All right.
So upon kind of making your way there, taking a few turns along a few alleyways, you come upon the same abandoned house. This is the first time that any of you guys are seeing it. It's a very simple two-story house, a little bit thinner, kind of caught in between a few different homes. It definitely looks like it's been slightly abandoned. You don't know for how long. Even the little metal fence that's around it and gate is kind of a little bit rusted, and the gate has kind of been opened, and it looks like it's just stuck along the ground as the guys had opened it and kind of left it there. You see that the door is still slightly cracked open as you guys rushed out and didn't close the door behind you.
It is rude to leave somebody's door open.
It's rude to turn people old.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, I think it balances out, you know?
Anyway, if you want to go and investigate, if you open the door and go straight up the stairs, you'll see a couple of rooms up there. One's like a bathroom with one skeleton. The other looks like a main bedroom with
You
another
are so
skeleton.
much of a coward, you are not going to come in.
Hey, I've been there, done that.
Yeah, we
Look.
did. It wasn't fun.
So, are you
What
both
kind
going
of
to stand
adventurers are
guard?
you?
Yes, we're standing guard.
Yep.
We wouldn't want anyone to come in behind us now.
The Skald has more balls than you.
Respect your elders. I'm assuming I'm older than you. I don't know.
I very much doubt that. Walrus.
I hope not.
I'm a historian. Leave me alone.
Look, let's just get in here and investigate what's going on.
Fine. Fine.
Right,
I definitely
No.
enter the house.
Okay.
yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Definitely.
I'll follow in behind Gudbrand.
So upon entering, you see a simple living room, a few small pieces of furniture and a rug, and what looks like a place, some hooks along the wall to hang a few things. But everything has a fine kind of layer of dust over it, other than a little bit of movement from when the other two guys were in here before. You see things are starting to deteriorate, get a little old. All the floorboards seem to have nicks and scratches, and some of them are even pried apart and things like that. It looks as though maybe animals or even people may have come in here and maybe wrecked up a little bit. Some teenagers with some drugs, probably. You know, abandoned houses are cool and all.
Damn degenerates.
But you see what looks like a door that is slightly cracked open, that you can see a little bit of what looks like a kitchen and a staircase that goes up right along the wall.
Should we go straight upstairs, or should we check out the kitchen?
Well, it was
Why would we check out
upstairs.
the kitchen?
Yeah, the kitchen may have something we don't know.
Like
There
a
could be
haunted
food.
carrot.
If you want to check out the kitchen,
Perhaps.
check out the kitchen.
I mean,
We don't have to spend long in there. I
That's
just think
true.
we should go in and see if there's perhaps anything else.
Lead the way.
I will
okay.
lead the way into the kitchen. I'll go in first.
Sure.
Or
So-
the ajar door. I guess we don't really know if
Yeah,
there's
so finishing opening the door. I mean, they described the house a little bit to you, so you do know it is the kitchen.
okay.
You see what looks like a small dining table with a couple chairs over to the side, again covered with a fine layer of dust and dirt and everything like that. You see a stove over in the corner that looks to be rusted now. Some smattering of dishes and stuff kind of stacked up hazardly nearby it, and what looks like just kind of a simple kitchen setup over on the side. Nothing too much of note. I mean, you could really look around if you wanted to, but there's nothing just immediately visible that's like anything obvious.
Okay. And so there's no like any other doors leading anywhere.
Nope,
It's just back the way?
there is one window that's near the stove, and that but it is a fairly small window.
Yeah.
You would have to, you could maybe fit, but you'd have to like crawl through it.
Yeah. Okay. So there's no real need to do that. There doesn't appear to be anything in here. It was worth a check. I don't see any reason to rummage the place. Perhaps we should just go.
Maybe we should go upstairs where the death people happened.
Who would like to lead the way upstairs?
I start walking upstairs.
Okay.
I follow.
I'm probably like third.
I'm last.
Okay.
But
so,
the one at the
artist,
back
you're
always
outside
dies
alone?
first.
Artist,
Oh yeah,
you
artist.
outside
You come
alone?
here.
I'm guarding the door.
Okay.
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 All right. So the four of you make it up the stairs. You see kind of a like small entryway to the second floor with like a rug still covered in a bit of dirt. Some of it's torn, some of it's ripped from the old thing. And then you kind of look down the hallway and you see 3 doors, all of them open slightly at least at the moment. Kind of what they told you is that seemingly there's a bathroom with a dead body on the right, what looks like a smaller bedroom on the left, maybe for a child, and then at the end is what looks like the master bedroom with another body.
Okay.
You ran from a few dead bodies.
They
I
asked
see
to
nothing
Walrus.
here.
Shall we each check a room or go together?
I think we can each check a room. I mean,
I
Where
feel
was
like
this-
splitting
where
up
was
was
this
the
spirit?
reason I'm now old.
Where was this spirit? Take me to that room.
Which room was the spirit in? I don't
I think it was the
remember.
master bedroom.
Yeah, it was at the end of the hall.
Okay, that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out the small room.
I'm gonna check out the bathroom.
Okay. So the 2 of them head to the end of the room, so just to go one at a time. The smaller bedroom, when you go in, there's not actually really any furniture in this room, other than what looks like a very small bed frame that looks to have maybe had a bed on it at some point, but is now just kind of broken and been just deteriorating over time. It could be a halfling or a gnome-sized bed, or it could be a child's bed. It's kind of unsure exactly what it is. The bathroom, very simple bathroom with chamber pot and what looks like a large tub for bathing. But the distinct thing is the large, dark stain of blood. I mean, and almost black with how old it is. With a skeletal figure that's kind of slightly slumped over against the wall right near the door. Kind of looking at it, it seems to be humanoid, of a medium height, so not a gnome or anything like that, but there's nothing distinct about it if you take the time to look at it for a moment. And then at the end of the thing, the master, there's a large bed frame with a deteriorating with a bed frame as well. This has a little bit of the mattress still intact, with like straw strewn about and everything like that, with the blanket kind of cascading over it. You see what looks like a skeletal figure right once you get past in the door. This one looks like it's on its stomach, with a large scene of blood in 2 different areas of the room, and what looks like a rusted dagger that has been thrown to the other side of the room.
Yep,
Right.
this is exactly how we found it.
Do I see any spirits?
Not at the moment.
Okay, hold on. um, nope, I don't have what I need right now to do that.
I mean, it came around when. All right, don't get, why did you do that? I picked up the dagger, and I think Artis picked up rings, and then the spirit came through the wall and yelled at us.
I walk over and I pick up the dagger.
That seems safe.
Okay, you pick it up. You wait a beat. Nothing seems to have appeared at the moment.
I want to examine the dagger. Is there anything special about it?
No, honestly. It actually is, I would say, a below average dagger. I mean, other than it being rusted, it looks like it was just a very simple dagger, probably very cheap. That doesn't seem like the fanciest dagger in the world for sure.
Gotcha.
How's it going up there?
Do I hear him?
Are you still at the door?
I think he's outside.
I guess. Yeah, you
You
just
said this was at the back of the
yeah,
house,
you
right?
no, this is at the front technically.
Okay,
So you
okay,
would
got it.
barely hear him.
I open up the window. Yes, there is nothing here to be afraid of.
Awesome. I'll make my way up the stairs.
Okay. You make your way up the stairs, and you can hear the creaking of the stairs as you do so. And kind of make your way down the hall. You see, your bard and your sorcerer kind of in the other two rooms, from the top of the or down the hallway, and you see what looks like, good Brandon, the Walrus, all the way down at the end.
What are those rings?
Well, we got them identified. We got the message read, so they can have them back now. It was nothing important. So, yeah, I'm gonna give the body its ring back.
Yeah, your marriage sucks. Maybe if I insult it, it'll come back.
So with the murdered one in the bedroom that was laying on the floor, I'll put that ring on first. And then I'll go into the bathroom and put the ring on the one that is in there. Certainly took them to investigate them.
If we want to come back here tomorrow, I may have something that I can prepare to find this thing.
Maybe we could do that.
Yeah. We could easily, now that we have the location, we could come back at a perhaps better time.
And burn it down.
Well, arson is not the answer.
Could be.
Arson
We could
is
get this
always-
place cleansed.
Always the answer.
I mean, that makes more sense, I guess, than burning it.
We could get a nearby priest and have this house blessed and exorcised. I'm sure the gods would look down on us kindly and assist us in that.
Flame strike.
Well, what are you gonna do? Get it to do fucking sit-ups?
No.
No. There are
Exercise is in remove it. Remove the harmful spirit from this house.
There are spells a bit beyond me that might do something.
I still don't understand, but all right.
Break ground, as it
I'll
were.
Olive, make a perception check. A natural 20 will work. As you have kind of finished with the smaller bedroom and are hearing the rest of them having this discussion, you start to join them. You notice as you're just coming out of the hallway, or you're coming into the hallway and going down, you notice out of the corner of your eye, you swear at the other end of the hallway you see something pass across it.
I'm gonna turn directly towards where I thought I saw something.
You see the very tail end of what looks like a white tail of a dress kind of just go past the corner towards the stairs.
I'm gonna go towards it.
Okay. By the time you round the corner, it doesn't seem to be there, but you can see the entryway of the upstairs and kind of the stairs that are going down. With the natural 20, I will say you also would hear as though a small coming from what sounds like downstairs.
Okay. Friends, I heard a door creaking downstairs. I'm gonna go find it.
We
And then
should
I'm
probably go with her.
I didn't close the door behind me. It might have been just that, but
It's
come up.
probably just a draft, as Artis says.
I mean, I said it and I was going heading down the stairs. I didn't even hear y'all.
If
Yeah, she is
So
already
you-
started
you've
to
already,
go.
Oh,
you've
yeah.
already
Olive
gone
heads
down
down the
okay.
stairs,
Yeah, same.
I head down the stairs. For
She was
sure.
not asking for permission.
No.
She was telling you.
She does not have to ask for permission.
No, I know.
I'm staying
Absolutely.
upstairs. I'm staying upstairs. I'm looking around. I'm fiddling.
Okay. So it sounds like everyone else starts to head down. Olive, as you're obviously the first one to get down there. Yeah, you notice that what looks like the front door that was left open has now pretty much closed all the way. And you're not sure if it has actually closed all the way or if it just seems that way. But at the moment, it does seem so, but you don't see anybody yet or anything.
Great. I'm gonna go to the front door and make sure that it's still able to be opened.
Yeah, you go over to the front door. Seems to open, so you
Great.
casually open it. You just see right behind it a woman who looks like pointed ears. You don't see her face because her hair is kind of covering the entire front of it. Jet black, white tattered dress with what looks like dark red stains on it. Just standing about half a foot in front of you. As you finish opening the door, and as you just kind of stare for a half second, he just doesn't move at the moment. As you hear the rest of the group coming down the stairs. Walrus, you barely see it in the door.
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
He's still frightened of it?
No, he's technically not.
Well, that's good.
No. Neither of them are technically frightened of it at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that I would be frightened of it
Hired to
anyways.
protect
They may
all
not
of-
be frightened, but
Yeah.
they're frightened.
Yeah, no. They can be scared, but not frightened, technically.
I don't think I'm very smart.
So what
I'm not
what
bad.
does
I'm
what
gonna
does
do
good
this.
see?
You
Okay,
see the
I'm
same.
smart
You see
enough not to
what
do
looks
that.
like. You get down practically almost first, and you just
Yeah.
see Olive open the door, and you see this same vision of the woman, but Olive is blocking most of it from your vision.
So I can't tell if it's undead or what it is.
Not at the moment.
I just see somebody at the door.
Could I huck a javelin at it?
I would just walk toward it and try to get a good look.
I mean,
at
you
it.
could try to huck a javelin at it.
Well, no, is
With-
Olive in the way for that? Is my question.
You wouldn't find
Hit the
out.
princess with a javelin, sir.
Let's
I would
find out
say.
tonight.
I would say at your angle, she's not entirely in the way. It would still be harder to do, but you could do it. She's not like entirely in the way, but she's providing like half cover at least.
Okay, I'll just yell for Olive to move and then huck a javelin at it.
I'm not gonna move.
Are you gonna still huck if she doesn't seem to
Yeah,
move right away?
it's gonna be like the same thought process.
Go ahead and throw your javelin.
Oh, what an amazing start.
I'm concerned with this ethereal bleeding
Perfect.
elf.
Oh, it's yeah. You huck your javelin and Olive doesn't move, and you just angle it. You feel like you angle it just right to be able to not hit Olive, but hit this entity. But unfortunately, you just hang it a little bit to the left, and it just goes sailing past it and goes outside and just kind of outside the door. It doesn't hit Olive. Or anything. Good. But it doesn't hit the entity. It was damn close though. As you do, you just suddenly hear what sounds like sobbing, but it almost echoes throughout the entire house. It doesn't sound like it's coming from this woman entity, whatever she is. It almost sounds like the house is crying in a weird way. And I will say that'll be Olive and Goodbrand. Make me a wisdom.
Oh, good.
We're dealing with Monster House.
Same thought.
All right. Goodbrand, you're fine. This does not shake you as the way, but Olive, hearing this sorrowful cry and seeing this woman staring at you in the face, you weren't scared before, but hearing this, you start to actually become more scared than you thought you were about to be, and you feel yourself shaking a little bit more than you were a second ago. You are technically frightened of her. And as she finishes doing that, I'm going to assume that this is actually going to turn into something. So, assuming that, why doesn't everyone just go ahead and roll initiative? Because I feel like that is about... Well, I changed the music.
Bam. Perfect. I haven't rolled above a 10 for fucking initiative. I'm bad at initiative, apparently.
Bad at it.
Becoming older doesn't give me any negative benefit, does it?
No.
Or negative
Not
side
at the
effect.
moment.
Cool.
Negative benefits.
Negative benefits.
What are those
That's the
negative
sentence.
benefits?
Negative benefits. I don't know. I struggle with English.
How's that for positivity? Negative benefits. That's
Negative
always looking at the right side of life.
A negative benefit is I get senior discounts now.
So this is the door to the outside. Like, I forget how to ping. I remember there was a way to ping.
So I don't have the outside here. I'm getting there. You're basically right at the bottom of the stairs. Walrus is just getting down the stairs.
Okay.
Artist, I don't know if you were in between them or not, and Efla's still upstairs. I don't know if you want
I am still upstairs.
you want to be in a specific room, you can move yourself. And then I don't have an outside of the house, but I'll just put her there. She's right south of Olive, basically.
Got it.
Big fan that the
But
front
where
thing
Olive
looks like
is
a
where the
jack-o'-lantern.
door is.
Yes, so she is technically one square under her, but when her turn goes, I'll move her.
Yeah.
Okay, you wanted to be in that room.
Yeah, I'm in there.
So at the moment, I have things over. People understand what we are talking about. There we go. All right. So as you can see,
As you can see by this diagram,
You know
there's
it's a
a ghost.
serious combat when it has its own battle map.
I try to have a battle map every time.
No, he doesn't.
Luckily, but unless something insane happens, which can happen.
Don't try us.
Now, Efla, I'll say, you did hear a strange noise, and then you hearing the crying. I will say you assume that something is wrong, but you might not necessarily be in an extreme rush yet. It's up to you, or it's up to what. You hear this strange, like, wailing, crying noise, and you kind of look around, but don't see anything in the immediate vicinity at the moment.
So I'm still kind of slightly unaware. I haven't heard anyone scream or anything, so
Yeah, not yet.
I just heard that cry. I'm gonna kind of stop doing my whole checking what's up, and I'm not gonna like use a dash action. I'm just gonna like leisurely stroll my full 30 movement. Is there a way to like draw a full path or
Like that?
yeah I'm just gonna walk and go that
So you
30.
just casually kind of pry open the door the rest of the way and walk down the hall, and I mean, you can hear the rest of them finishing going down the stairs at the moment, but there's still not anything too concerning at the moment for you.
Okay, I'm just gonna say like, is everything okay? Are we good?
I don't know yet, but the walrus is throwing javelins
It was one.
Okay,
at
and
the
I'm
princess.
I think I'll just end my turn there. I think walrus throwing javelins is no reason to be alarmed. That's normal behavior. So
That's
I'm
not. Yeah,
He does that every Tuesday night.
I'm not gonna start a dash. I'm just that's probably me.
All right.
How do we move the map around instead of moving the map? Around?
You do the
There is a button, but yeah, there's the little
It's in
arrows
the
at the
bottom
bottom
right.
right. If you drag that, it'll do it.
It's not
um,
doing it. Okay.
you should
okay,
like
wait,
click and
that's
hold.
weird. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little bit iffy.
There's another button to do it without that, but I forgot what it is. So,
Okay.
off the top of my head. So it's turn. You just see it. It kind of looks like it starts to walk, but it doesn't actually, really walk. What it does is it kind of just steps through the door frame, but as it does, it just kind of, if you're just kind of standing there, and as it gets closer, you think it's about to do something, when suddenly just, and you feel this like cold shiver down your spine as it just walks through you in a strange way, and you're just, so that's 10 feet, so it can move. Going to move here.
Why is it going near me?
Because it sees you,
Oh, good. That's nice.
and this is exactly what it's gonna do. You just see it kind of walk over to you, and as it gets closer to you, just see it cock its head a little bit, and as it does, I need you to make a charisma save. For
Yeah,
me.
I fucking knew it as soon as you
Oh,
said
of
it.
course.
Fuck.
Of course.
Okay, at least I have a Christmas save, right?
Yes.
All right, at least I have a bonus.
You could totally save. I don't know.
I have a bonus. That doesn't
Oh,
save.
That's not the bonus you needed.
No, no, it's been 3 sessions.
Well, it's not what I don't know if it's what you think it is, but you
No,
see.
I know
as
what it is.
Okay, as Olive gets frightened and it walks through her, it comes towards you and it cocks its head and it immediately walks towards you again. But this time, as it starts walking through Walrus, you expect it to just maybe start going up the stairs or something like that. But it doesn't. It's kind of just immediately disappears once it walks into Walrus for a second. And you see Walrus go from like a slightly scared look to a more calmer look for a moment. I will say that is its turn, I think. Well, it technically would have more movement. You see Walrus leap off the side of the stairs and walk a little bit this way. Olive's turn. You are still frightened of it. Now, you can't see it at the moment, so it's not really affecting anything for you right now, Olive.
Right. Jeez. I don't even know what to... I'm gonna move towards Walrus and... Oh, man. I guess try healing hands on him? Since I'm
Okay.
kind of concerned that the ghost went in him.
You do that,
Just
and
marginally concerned. Just, you know.
you do that, and
Do you consent?
Goodbrand just kind of is staring straight ahead, and as you come and you touch him with your healing hands, you feel that magic go into him, but he doesn't seem hurt or anything, and it doesn't seem to affect anything else, and you just see Goodbrand slowly turn towards you.
Wait.
Uh,
Bran?
Walrus.
Walrus, sorry.
Okay.
My brain. Well, yeah, the walrus.
I got real
did
excited
that.
there for a second. I was like, wait.
Nope, sorry, my brain. Yeah. So that's your action to do healing hands on him. I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to try. It's up to you.
Fuck. No, and I used my movement, so.
You still would have 5 feet, I think.
All right, I'm gonna move back 5 feet.
Don't.
Oh.
I know, but
No.
But you think he's your friend?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a
Just
cautious
double
backing
checking
away
something.
type deal.
Yeah, it was very
He-
cautious.
He doesn't get to attack for a reason.
For a reason. Oh.
I think Austin knows. Because you technically, unless he switched weapons, you're not in his reach, or you're still in his reach technically. Because he's wielding a halberd, so he has a much farther reach. So it doesn't really matter.
Good to know.
It is Goodbrand's turn now.
I'm gonna move here.
All
And then
right.
and then I'm going to channel divinity, turn undead.
I thought that's what you might do. No, I was like, I know that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I mean, it's
what
it's
save?
the
What
way
save
to
is
go.
it?
I don't know because I just clicked on the thing and it shrunk the piece where that was instead of.
I'll do that.
But I have it here. Hold on, I have it on my other thing.
Wisdom,
It's gonna
I
be a
think.
wisdom
save in the grow.
Yeah.
I'm reading this just to make sure I'm using.
save. DC 14.
Okay, it uses its own wisdom. That's what I thought. DC 14. That's a natural 20. So it saves against that. I could take a
It
picture
turns you on.
Nah,
there.
you're fine.
No, I
You're
know. I
fine.
just thought it was funny.
I don't know why my channel divinity's like thing disappeared.
Reverse
though.
card.
It's because you have it on
Now and then.
combat, and you only have the one channel divinity. So once you checked it,
Okay.
it disappeared. But
Oh, okay, got
So-
it. Ridiculous.
so-
okay.
no,
Cool.
so what you do, just to do that, is you do all the stuff you do for it, and then check it off that you've used it. Is usually the easier
Okay.
way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
So,
Or you can just
Um,
keep it on standard and it stays
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah, it's up to you.
other than that, I'm just going to stay in between Walrus and Olive, and that's the end of my turn.
Yeah, you grab your holy symbol and you pulse out with that energy that you've done before to turn undead, but you're unsure if it's the matter of whatever this is or you were just unlucky. But Walrus seems unchanged at the moment. Walrus is incapacitated, so you don't get your turn.
All right, we're going to have to beat it out of him.
All right, Artis, it's your turn.
Going to casually stroll across the room and open the door.
Oh,
Okay.
You walk out.
Yeah, you walk across the room. The door was partially open from Olive, but you finish pushing it the rest of the way open. So now it's full blown open.
I can't do anything here, so I'm just going to watch.
I'm going to watch.
Where did Walrus go?
Now I just need a
He
pint
should
of
be there.
Guinness.
He is there. I don't think he can see him anymore because he is Walrus. I can see him. But when Walrus turned evil, as in the token turned into an enemy, it might
Oh,
have
did it
removed it from his
disappear?
screen.
To fix it now? Yeah, I'll just fix it. It's fine. That's. He's still there. He's still in the same.
I'm still
spot.
here.
Yeah.
I'm not here. But he
Doesn't
is.
matter.
You're gone.
Yeah, he's gone. So you just want to run to the door and that's it?
Yeah, I can't really do much. My spells are very basic. I can't do anything to undead.
No, that's
So-
fine.
I'm just going to be out of the way and make sure.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
person-
you don't really know. Artist doesn't really know what's going on anyway. So it doesn't make sense. Ethla, I mean, you heard a little bit of the commotion, but all the last thing you heard is we're gonna have to beat it out of him. Still could be talking about anybody, to be honest.
Yeah, this is nothing strange has happened at the moment. Yeah, I'm just gonna continue my walk downstairs. I don't know how far I'll get. 10,
Very casual.
20. Well, I mean, I have no reason to not be casual.
You
No, I
get
know.
all the way to the bottom. You'd basically get there with
Yeah, I'd
20,
get to the-
So, You got 10 more feet if you want to move around. So far, I mean, right now, other than Olive having a strange, like, constantly looking around look, and Artis is, like, by the door, like, a little bit stunned, you're not 100% sure what's going on.
Okay, I reach the bottom of the stairs and I'm like, what's happening?
Efla, the ghost has possessed the walrus.
I see. I'm gonna kind of draw my sword and get as close to Walrus as possible. I know there's like a banister there, but I don't know if I can.
I will say you
tried to exorcise him, but
you can get around it
go.
with just that would be your entire movement. Get around.
Yeah, that's fine.
Now we have to beat it out of him.
Well, I certainly wish you the best of luck, and I'm gonna give Goodbrand bardic inspiration.
All right, that's your bonus.
Hey!
I wish you luck in beating up our friend.
I know you've always wanted to do this.
I would like to thank
The thought
everyone's
has crossed my mind,
tentativeness
yes.
at beating me up.
Not
Everyone's like, he got older, but he's still pretty beefy.
I've forgotten how to
You can
cast
just
on people.
you can just drag it to him or control click his token to target if you want.
Control click and then inspiration, which is here.
Oh, for a second then I thought he actually was going to beat him.
Did that do the thing? I think that did the thing.
I think
I targeted
did it.
him.
It's fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but it did something weird. It's fine. I forgot it.
Okay, cool.
So
Is
His
that
bardic
going to be on
inspiration.
my sheet somewhere where I can use the bardic inspiration, or do I?
no, you just have to roll a
d6?
d6.
Yeah.
The effect is on your character just to remind you have it.
Got it.
So there's no way to just add it.
Yeah.
So
But like, how do I remove it once I've used it?
I'll remove it.
Okay.
All right, so that's your bonus action. You still technically have an
yeah,
action.
oh yeah, I still have my action. Can I try and grapple? Yes. I know it's really my physique.
I mean, you totally can. That's the thing you can do. I think it's an athletics check, right?
Yes.
Or is it to? God, I just looked up grappling.
It is
rules.
It's
Athletics to
specifically
grapple.
athletics
It's
check.
athletics or acrobatics to get out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I can
It's
totally
it's an
do
opposed
this.
to check. It's
so
an
you can
opposed check.
you can make an athletics check.
And then the ghost will need to make an opposed check.
I'll hold him still for you. And
Jeez.
All right. I'll make athletics for him because he's gonna do. Oh yeah, 19.
okay, it was worth a try.
Yeah, 14 plus 5.
I try and like wrap my arms around him. He's
I just imagine Efla jumping onto his back and just he's holding onto his back, but
but
is
it doesn't. It
restraining him?
doesn't.
Not
Yeah.
at all.
No, it
not
doesn't.
even a little bit.
It's not even
just kind
affecting
of
him one
clinging on
bit.
there.
Yeah,
Like
it's
the
not-
little kid grabbing
I'm
on their
holding
dad's
him
leg
still.
when he's trying
I'm
to go to
holding
work.
him.
It's like wearing a backpack.
I'll wear him down eventually.
Backpack mode, engage.
Yeah. So that's kind of what's going on. That is your turn though, because that's your
Yeah,
attack
that's
to do
fine.
so.
I did not expect to get to do anything else after
Oh
that.
no, you're fine. It's its turn, which means it's technically. You see, the walrus kind of, get jumped on and looked at and touched in all the kinds of ways that he's been touched, but it hasn't made any kind of expression, just kind of cold thing. And then you just suddenly see him holding his halberd and just suddenly kind of
Excuse me.
swings out. So he'll swing out at Goodbrand first. That hits. 19 hits him. So Goodbrand, you take 9 damage as Walrus slings out with his halberd, but kind of hits you on the side, and then he will using it. I don't think, technically, because you guys are a low level. I forget.
He does not have a second attack.
Yeah, just double checking. There's stuff.
He wouldn't have access to raid, I don't think.
No, he doesn't get it. All right. Just making sure I'm missing anything. All right. He's just going to hang out there at the moment because he doesn't want to do anything else. So, Olive, it's your turn. As you guys have all kind of ganged up on him, kind of assuming that he's been possessed, you suddenly see him grab his large halberd and swing out and hit Goodbrand on the side, kind of giving a large cut in between where his armor plating is at the moment.
So he disappeared on my screen, so I don't know where he is.
He's right north of me. Directly north
he's
of me.
right above.
Great.
Did I
Yeah,
fix it?
No.
No, he's still got on my screen.
Oh, fix it. Fine. Hold on.
Okay.
Delete
Yeah, 'cause
the
it's-
token.
I mean, I'm
I can
targeting him.
see
There.
There we go.
There he is.
There we go.
Okay.
All right.
Don't ask me.
Whale shit.
Well,
So
Well, shit.
yeah,
well.
whale shit. I'm gonna use my
Seriously, we need to beat it out of him.
I'm gonna use my radiant soul.
all right.
So I can do extra radiant damage as well.
Alright.
What do I want to do to him? And then I guess I'm going to try to cast Chromatic Orb on him.
Certainly. That hits him.
Great. Lightning damage, I guess. And then my 3 radiant damage.
Sure. I'll just add that on real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems to take the brunt of the damage. It seems as though some of his body seems to take it head on pretty easily, but he does take some damage from it for sure. Doesn't look like he's taken any more from radiant or the lightning or anything like that. It just seems like he kind of gets hit, but just kind of still again stays very calm and just very
Great.
just stands right back up.
And then I guess I'm gonna fly to the ceiling, however high that is, because I can fly 30 feet.
It's not that high. Honestly, you're pretty much only hovering about maybe 6 foot in the air at most.
Perfect. I'll take it.
But yeah,
So do like wings fly out of her back and everything?
yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah. Because so Radiant Soul is, I use an action to unleash the divine energy within myself, causing my eyes to glimmer and
that's
to
okay. My brain, I forgot.
incorporeal wings sprout from my back.
It's her ASMR thing, right?
Yeah.
You just reminded me also that it takes your action to do that.
Oh, it does take my action to do that.
So I will say you could have done one or the other. Wouldn't have been able to do both of that and chromatic orb. So up to you. Because I do have a ASMR in my other game, and I always forget that.
Right. I'll just do my chromatic orb then.
All right. I'll just remove the extra damage. And you're not flying at the moment. But,
No.
Functionally the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. You basically, right as Goodbrand gets hit, you just toss this orb of lightning across his shoulder, and it smacks Goodbrand again. A very similar effect. It smacks Walrus, and it hits, and you see him take damage, but again, he seems to absorb most of it, from just kind of his physique at the moment. Did you want to do anything else other than that?
No.
Alrighty then.
It's the old man wrinkles. They insulate me.
It's good. This time it's Goodbrand's turn. So you've taken the little bit of damage from his attack, but
I'm gonna hit him.
all right. Go ahead. Roll for your attack.
I'm gonna miss him.
You are gonna miss him, unfortunately. Yeah, he just as you go to swing, his arm just comes right up and grabs your mace, for a second,
Yeah.
and then just lets go as you reel it back again.
Yeah.
Realizing that
Well,
there's definitely something extra there.
I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon because screw this guy.
Okay.
Thanks,
Where
man.
do you want your spiritual weapon?
Just behind him.
All right. Second, and you'll have that token.
Oh my god! Here we go. This is why I don't play characters who roll things.
I only play characters who don't do that.
I only play chairs and tables.
No, I play support.
Yeah. 11, unfortunately, still misses.
Are you sure?
As the spiritual weapon goes, it's you realize it starts to swing down, but as he turns towards you, you realize Ethla is still on his back, and you just suddenly like, no, and you just stop it right before it hits you.
God
Out
damn it,
of
Ethel.
curiosity, though, obviously the spiritual weapon is behind Walrus. Does it not get advantage from flanking, or
I don't do flank.
okay, you don't do
It's
flanking?
not
That's fine.
actually a rule in the dungeon.
Yeah.
Oh, is that not?
Yeah,
I've never
it's an
used it.
optional rule, and some dungeon masters do it. I don't usually do it just because, especially depending on if you have a huge party, it kind of breaks,
Yeah.
it kind of breaks certain things.
Understandable. I'm
So,
I'm used to that from other campaigns, so that's okay.
I mean, I
You know,
will.
Getting that clarification out of the way.
No,
That's
you're perfectly fine. I will sometimes allow it if there is like a mitigating circumstance, but
Yeah.
just having two people across from each other, I don't really like.
Okay.
Because then I'll just throw 30 enemies at you and kill you guys.
Understandable.
No, you're good. So
We
that's your
already
action. That's your
outnumbered
bonus
this
action.
thing.
Did you want to move at all? I'm assuming you did.
Um,
I'm assuming you're gonna hold your ground.
I'm still in between Walrus and
Yeah.
the ghost and the princess.
Yes, at the moment.
Then I'm fine.
Okay. You don't have your turn. I'll also remind you have inspiration, but you can use that next time.
Oh, damn it.
Yep. Artis, it's your turn. So you see them now are starting to attack Artis, you see them starting to attack Walrus. Again, Goodbrand reiterating that they're going to have to beat it out of him. I don't know if you want to do anything. It's up to you.
There's not many options available to me. I don't want to hurt him, and I have a feeling that if I take the shot, I am gonna crit him.
I will hurt him.
I will hurt him.
That's essentially it. I don't want to hurt him.
Can I
but
see
I'll
the
accidentally
hesitation?
Kill him. So what I shall do.
I will say after his turn is over, you will see it, but I will
Okay.
let him do his turn
Okay.
first, just to see.
What
if
I
he-
shall do is move up, and I don't know what you'd call this in 5th edition, but essentially I'm just going to be in a defensive position, ready to parry
So you
his
can-
swings.
You can use your action to dodge, is basically what that means. So you use your action, and they're given disadvantage if they try to hit you.
I'll do that then.
All right. I don't have the effect ready on this one, so I'll just type it. I think that will do it. All right. You use your action to do that, and yeah, you're just kind of at the ready at the moment, ready to jump out of the way if he does swing towards you or anything like that. If that's the end of your turn, I'll say, Goodbrand, you do notice he come up and do a very defensive stance.
Yeah.
He seems very adamant and kind of. It seems as
Artis.
though he's holding back.
Attack him. Don't worry, I won't let him die.
Do it! Get in the chopper!
Do it.
Do it now!
Fucking beat him up.
Sorry, babe.
Ethla, it's your turn. You are now you've been slightly...
Killing him is the only way to save him.
As the 6 seconds has gone, you have slowly slipped down his shoulders until now you're
Just
just kind
slowly
of...
sliding.
You're kind of like back on the ground and just kind of slightly got your arms around him like, I got him, boys! But you're realizing pretty quickly that you don't actually have him.
I do not, in fact, got him. Okay. Then I'm gonna be like, God damn it, gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way, and just swing my blade at him.
Certainly.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, okay. I think I have that marked
you do.
correct.
You do.
Roll.
14 does hit him.
Okay.
Just barely, though. Barely is still a hit. 7 damage. Yeah, you swing, you stab with your rapier, and it seems to be kind of focused more on Goodbrand at the moment, and you just kind of stab it, kind of cut along his side a little bit, and he doesn't even seem to flinch.
Okay. It doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Don't worry. It will do something soon.
I'll keep stabbing.
Eventually, he'll fall over.
I really don't want to hit him.
All right.
And I think I don't have any bonus actions.
You
that
could
I'm
give
aware of.
inspiration if you wanted to.
I could give inspiration again, but I only have 1 more inspiration, so I might do that rolly thing with the
I think that's,
what's it called?
That'll still use your inspiration. You're talking about Tales from
Yeah, I'll
Beyond.
still use yeah.
But I think that's your action to roll on the table, right?
Oh, that's an action? Okay.
think so.
Well, then I shan't do anything, and that'll just be me.
Wait, hold up. No, you can use your bonus action to roll on it if you want to, but it will use your other bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I'm happy with that, and then I'll just retain it.
All right. I'll just go ahead and roll.
Yep, you do
the thing for you. Oh, it's supposed to be a D6. I don't know why it's a D8. I will fix that by just doing that and rolling again, because... Okay. You have gotten friends. You recite a tale of friends who found each other in the afterlife. How convenient. The target and another creature of its choice it can see within 5 feet regains hit points equal to your bardic inspiration die plus your charisma modifier. So you have that in your head. You can use your action to use that.
So
one.
I can just heal someone at some point.
Yeah. If you ever need, if you look under your I think I put your table. Your table's in your abilities.
It's in the tails. Oh yeah, I can see it here. The 1d6 plus 3.
Yeah. So.
Is that on 1 target or 2 targets? Or that was
the
just 1
target
right?
and another creature of its choice. So you choose a target, and then that
and then
target
it
will choose
chooses.
another person,
And both of them get healed.
Both of them, but they both have to be within 5 feet of each other, so they have to be next.
That
to each
is
other.
perfectly fine. That works. Okay, cool.
But
Yep,
you have to use your
that.
action to do that. So.
Power of
But you got it
friendship.
in your brain. You could use it on the next turn.
I'm done.
Alright.
I'm good.
All right. That being the case, it is its turn, and you see, Walrus kind of moves like just more, I guess, not necessarily robotic, but just more stiff than he's ever really done before. And he's just kind of standing there very still before he goes, and he swings out his halberd again. This time, nah, it's going after Goodbrand. Okay, 19 plus 5 is a 24, so that hits.
Jeez.
I'm rolling really good as Goodbrand.
Yeah.
I mean, as Walrus. I don't know why I keep switching your guys' names in my brain, because I mean, 8 damage to you as he swings again, but this time, you think he's gonna be swinging the other way, but surprisingly, it's as soon as he starts swinging, it's fast, and it just goes right past your shield and into your armor, and just and it's hurting more than you expect.
Yeah.
But that is its turn. So, okay, I just want to check something. All of it is your turn, though.
Great. I'm gonna throw a chromatic orb at him again.
Okay. You could do that. 22 definitely hits.
Great. Jeez. I guess this one's gonna be cold damage.
Okay. 11 more damage. Yeah, you chuck this ball, this time it being an icy sphere, and it slams into him, and you see this icy cold go across. But again, it almost seems like the walrus doesn't flinch. Like, he takes it, but it doesn't look like it hurts him at all. He just kind of got a very cold demeanor. And you see the ice travel and kind of what looks like hurt as well, but he is a beefy guy and has not fallen or anything yet. Does seem to hurt him, though. That's your action. Did you want to do anything?
Jeez. I want to move right there.
Okay. You do that. You move a hair closer, kind of scooting
Yep.
around
Yep.
Good Brand.
That's it.
All right. Good Brand, it is your turn this time.
I am going to clutch my holy symbol and instruct the spiritual weapon to attack while healing myself.
Okay. You could certainly do that. All right. You hear yourself 9.
All right.
Luckily, you're a life cleric, so even with a low
Yeah.
roll, you still heal a lot as you kind of heal these wounds that you've been getting.
Yeah. And I am going to, like I said, I've got my spiritual weapon up, so bonus action, it will attack.
All right.
I'm finding it here. There we go. Boom.
Hey.
22 hits.
There we go. Now that I remember, I have that bardic inspiration, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, boom, and then where's the attack roll? There it is. Ta-da!
7 force damage as the spiritual weapon goes and swings across his back. Again, it seems like his body gets hit. He does reel from that, but again, he's not grunting. It doesn't look like he doesn't look like he's feeling the pain, even though his body looks like it is taking it.
Yeah.
But that's your action or your bonus action. I'm assuming. Do you want to stick here?
Well, I definitely look disapprovingly at Olive
As she
before.
yeah, she comes next to you.
Before I end my turn. Yes.
All right. You still don't have a turn. Artis. Your turn.
Okay, well, doesn't seem to be much choice here. We got to take him down. We got to take him down. Wish I had something blunt for this, but you'll get the point soon enough.
Just don't bring him to negative his hit points. We'll be fine.
You
I'm
will.
gonna try not to.
As
so I'm gonna
much sneak
step
attack
up.
damage as you have, I still don't think there's a way you could do that. So
Not at this level.
I think you'd have to crit at max damage to maybe even get close. So you're good. You don't know that, but you'll be.
Here we go. My rapier attack.
45? Possible.
Yeah.
I'm not muted. You didn't hear that.
19. 25.
25 does hit. So you can roll your damage. You do get sneak attack.
I know.
Yeah, 18, for sure. You quickly come at you with your rapier and just kind of sneak in between, and it doesn't seem like whatever is the walrus at the moment notices you, and you go and do that stab across the side, and you instinctively even pull back a little bit, just enough, but you see him go, and as he does so, you just suddenly see, and he falls to the ground. As he
Perfect.
falls to the ground, suddenly, just kind of, you see this little cloud of smoke suddenly form and apparate next to him, right next to Olive, of the same woman visage. Still, you're unsure if she's even looking at you guys at the moment or her back is turned, because you see her hair is still covering her entire head. But she's now appeared next to him at the moment. That is your action. Would you like to do anything else?
I moved up and I did my sneak attack. I don't think I've got anything left.
You could move a little bit more if you wanted to. You also have your bonus to either hide or do something else if you wanted to do that. But you don't have to. It's entirely up to you.
I'm kind of going to try and plug the hole that I just put in him.
Okay. I would say since you used your action, you start to try to do so, but it won't have any benefit unless you continue to try to do so. But you start to, I will say. All right. Ethel, it's your turn. You see the walrus, just as Artis comes and attacks, fall to the ground, and just suddenly the woman apparates right next to him as he's laying there.
Am I able to run underneath the spiritual weapon? Like, can I run past it?
Oh, yeah, it's an ally, so you can run past it.
Yeah, okay. Then I'm gonna run to here, where that door is. Kind of stand in that doorway.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to be there, or do you want to be one more?
No, that's there. That's perfect. And I'm going to use my fancy Tales from Beyond and give it to Goodbrand.
Okay.
Who can then also give it to whoever he likes.
I don't understand what's going on.
So I heal you for 1d6 plus 3.
Okay.
4.
So during it, you've seen him do this one other time before a while ago, but he kind of, as he runs, he kind of holds this skull in front of him, and like a Shakespearean tale, he quickly tells the story of two friends that had met in the afterlife. And as he quickly tells you this, just very fast Cliff Notes story, you suddenly feel this like vigor in your body, and you look down at your friend who is gone, or you look down, you can look at whoever you want, but you feel as though you can also heal someone next to you just immediately.
Then, I mean, the walrus.
That's what I assume. So you look down at your unconscious friend, knowing that you just had to beat the crap out of him to get a ghost out of him, but you're pretty sure he'll appreciate it. And you just suddenly feel this connection grow, and he also heals that 4.
Do I have to touch him?
No, you just have to be close enough to him, so I will just add that to
I don't want to touch him. He's gross.
Well, no, if I was gonna have to touch him, I was gonna reach down and give him one of those.
I mean, you could still do it. It's up to you.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Obviously, the story was told so fast that the amount of healing is nothing. It's very minimal.
2 people were friends. They died. They met in the afterlife.
They were friends, and then they were ghosts, and then they were ghost friends.
You get what I mean, right?
And then
Alive.
That's
I'm
my
so
action.
inspired by ghost friends that I am like, yeah, brothers.
The power of ghostly friendship.
And then I'm gonna cast level 2 healing word on the walrus.
Okay.
Hooray! Everyone loves me again.
7 healing. Yeah. As he finishes telling the story, Walrus, you start to get up. Just as he's like, and they all lived happily ever after. I guess they didn't really live. It was the afterlife, but they kind of lived there. And you're like, huh, strange. And you just feel a little better.
Ghost friendship. I like it.
Birds are weird.
And I think that's my full turn. I won't move anymore, and I think I've used my action and bonus action. So
yes. So, goes. So Az sees all of this, and yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of just standing there, kind of not moving, and as you kind of run across, and it hears this strange tale, it almost immediately goes right towards you and just immediately reaches out towards you and touches you. Ooh, that's not a good roll for me. Yeah, it goes to touch you and you're like just back into the door, and it just kind of just stops and reaches its hand back. It doesn't seem to reach toward. It doesn't seem to get to you.
No touching. No, stay away.
It will then instead Get like, nah, it's just gonna hang there and just kind of wait. Hold up. Okay. Olive, do me a favor and make a wisdom saving throw. This is to see if the frightened has turned off, because I forgot about it. But no, not at the moment. Your fear had kind of dissipated for a little bit, but now seeing it reappear, you're suddenly like, oh god, I forgot about it. And it just is immediately scary again, and you're still frightened of it. You're close enough to it, you don't have to worry about not moving closer to it. Still not feeling great about it at the moment. But it comes to be your turn. As you see it reach towards Alfred.
Right. How do I untarget people?
Control click.
You control click them again, and it'll do. Here, I removed them both, so just target who you want to target.
It says I'm targeting.
Not on mine screen.
Weird. Okay.
You want to target the ghost? Is that what you're trying to do? There you
Yeah.
go. You got it.
Yeah. It still says that I'm targeting the walrus as well, but that's fine.
You should be fine.
Great.
So what are you looking to do?
Shit. I'm gonna try shocking grasp it.
Sure, you can certainly try to. Ooh, okay. You still are targeting him somehow.
Yeah.
The one on Luthgraw would have hit, but
Yeah.
No, they technically the shocking grasp does hit. So I don't know
Great.
how to get you to not.
Yeah, that's what I was confused about, because
You just really want to
just roll damage, and if it goes to Walrus, I'll delete it.
great.
Much appreciated.
I can delete the ghost, but I can't delete. Whatever. It's fine. I'll fix it right now by doing this and then.
I am
doing
omnipresent.
this.
You're just so big, we have to attack.
I'm so big and handsome that
and your hand still slightly. You're still fearful, and you're kind of hands shaking as you do so. But luckily, you still like touch the edge of her dress, which kind of still goes slightly through her, even though you feel a little bit of resistance. And you see the electricity go out through, but you still doesn't seem to affect her as much as you wish it would have. I will say, and it still can't take reactions though. So
Great. I'm gonna move back here again.
all right, you're just like okay, back
Yeah.
away from it.
Yeah, I don't trust you. Don't go in my body.
You don't go in my body. All right.
No means no.
All right. Is that all you'd like to do?
Yeah.
All right. Good, Brand. It's your turn again.
Yeah, and seeing that she used the shocking grasp, I am also going to step back over here.
Sure.
So that I don't have disadvantage when I cast this guiding bolt at it.
Sure. Go ahead.
I am going to use my bardic inspiration.
Change your colors.
14 hits.
What do my colors have to do with it?
It's just a
It's-
thing.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
It's a thing of
It's-
my other game of people always say instead of like having new dice, if you change your colors, it's like having your new dice. It's a
Doesn't
myth.
matter what dice I use, bro. I always
It's not a
roll
myth.
low.
It works.
14 hits though, doesn't it?
I said it does. It does hit.
Yes. Okay.
My
Awesome.
weak bardic inspiration saved you.
Yes, the 1 point of bardic inspiration. And this is radiant damage.
20. Yeah, you go. You shoot that beam, and as it does so, it parades across and hits this woman, and you just hear a ah as like this like it echoes throughout the house again. It almost as if it's not coming from her. It just kind of echoes throughout the entire home as it's coming from almost everywhere. And you see this light bit of glow coming from her entire essence, as that advantage gets added on as well. She didn't seem to take any extra damage from it, but she definitely didn't resist it. So
Yeah. So a question, because I just grabbed the granted. I realized the granted. It says grant advantage, not like I put that on her. Is does that gonna make her take advantage?
The first attack on her will be given advantage automatically. You don't have to. Add
good.
It. So if
That's awesome.
You're gonna do
as long as I grab that token and put it on there. Cool.
Yes. Yeah, and it'll work for the next roll, and it'll immediately delete, just like guiding bolt. So.
Well, that's rad.
Yep.
Sorry, I missed it. How did the ghost go when the spell hit it?
I can't do it. No, it goes.
It went. Oh yeah.
It did good. No.
Very far off the track.
All right, you cast your guiding bolt at it. It's your action. You want to move anymore? Do you want to?
No, but I want a bonus action attack it with my.
I assumed. So roll your attack with your spiritual weapon.
Finding it again. Bam. What?
The
Oh, because the very next attack is advantage.
Correct.
And it's the spiritual weapon.
That's what I thought your plan was. So 21.
That was not my plan, but I will take it.
21. 9 force damage. Yeah. You 1-2 combo it. As it's looking away, you blast in the back, and as it does that weird noise, you see the spiritual weapon come and swing between the two of them and hit it across the face as it just goes kind of raises right back up again. Seemingly, again, you see the tattered dress is starting to even rip apart even more, and you're starting to see what looks like skeletal, like a body that's almost been malnourished completely. There's still skin, but it's graying, and it almost, again, seems like a skeleton in a skin sack almost.
Yeah.
Starting to reveal itself as this dress gets kind of more and more tattered as you guys are actually dealing. But that's your bonus. Do you want to move anymore?
Yes. Back up at its face.
All right. All right. Doing that, assuming that's the end of your turn. Walrus, it's your turn. You're still on the ground at the moment. You were starting to be helped up, but you still would have to get the rest of the way up.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get up.
All right. You get up out of prone with half your movement, and you see this strange ghost lady that you were frightened of earlier, and took over your body and attacked your friends because you were aware the entire time.
Fuck you, ghost lady. I'm gonna use my bonus action to rage.
All right.
And then I'm gonna take a big old swing at her face.
16 hits.
Yep. Pretty good.
Boom.
8 damage. You kind of swing with your halberd across it, and you see it looks like it does take another slash across the dress, but it doesn't seem to have done as much damage as you were hoping.
Okay.
Just to let you know that. But
I'm gonna use the few seconds left to call her an ugly bitch, and that'll be the end of my turn.
all right.
What a good use.
It's fair.
Right? I know, it's great.
I will use the rest of my movement to say bitch.
Full 6 seconds.
100%.
Artis, it's your turn now. You see that this ghostly entity has exited the walrus and is now being pummeled on all sides.
It's going to get pummeled from another side now.
All right, you
That's what
squeak
she
in
said.
between the rest of them.
Go. And do some stabby.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack.
Yay.
Why does the rogue always quit? What is the quit? Okay. Roll you. Get your sneak attack. Because you do get sneak attack and roll your damage, and then all the dice. In the world.
We're the greatest adventurers.
Beautiful.
Which is funny because it is literally with the resistance just enough. As it seemingly is cocking its head to the side and raising back up, you quickly dash forward and, just like you did with Luthgras, squeeze in between and stab it. and you see your rapier go entirely through its form, and as it does, you just hear a loud, blood-curdling scream that again echoes throughout the entire house, but I'm not going to scream. As you do so, you just see it kind of finally rear its head back, and you just see its hair finally uncovers from its face. You see an elven-looking woman again. Some of her face is deteriorating, but you see what looks like blood coming from her eyes, going all the way down like streaks of tears kind of forming across her face. And as she does so, you just see a little bit more blood also come down her mouth and everything, as well as suddenly just she almost evaporates into the space for but a moment. Quiet kind of comes throughout the entire house, and you feel as though nothing else around at the moment.
I hate this house.
Can we leave now? Like, seriously, everyone, can we leave?
I want to go to bed.
Hey, those rings, what were they made out of?
Silver.
Yeah.
Who fucking cares?
Yeah, they look to be made of silver. I will say, Olive, as she was kind of looking at the rings, they're iron covered in a small, thin coating of silver. They're
Scam.
Silver plated.
well, I mean, they're very
I
cheap.
needed them to be made of platinum.
No, they're not made of platinum, unfortunately.
I will have to find that somewhere else then.
But no, they are made of silver.
I will have to find platinum somewhere else. It will be fine.
I will have to go to the store.
I have a very specific reason for needing 2 platinum rings, so...
That's
Not
perfectly
3,
fine.
but 2.
Buddy, we could only use 2 platinum, you know.
Actually, they have to be worth 50 gold apiece, so...
Yeah, I think I know
Interesting
what
to get a
spell
hold
you're
of that.
thinking about, but
Yep.
for now, as the quiet like kind of goes throughout the entire house for a moment, you see you kind of hear the creakiness of the house kind of settle a little bit, as you guys are all kind of still walking around, or like still kind of waiting to see if it appears, but after a good 30 seconds, minute, 2 minutes, doesn't seem to appear again.
I hate
Okay.
this house.
I think we may have solved the problem.
No, the house seems to have sturdy bones. Could be a nice place to live somewhere.
I feel
If
gross
you
inside.
Clean up the dead bodies.
Sure.
Should we actually report those dead bodies to the council?
I would imagine so.
They've been here long enough. Surely they should.
I am amazed no one has brought attention to this crime scene sooner.
We will need to tell them so that we can collect the reward.
That is true. It's quite late at night, isn't it? It's like, because we had to wait until nighttime to do this.
Yeah,
So if-
it's actually getting to
close.
be close to like about 1ish in the morning. And
Somebody should still be at the constable office, yes?
yes, the guard's office is still open. Again, it has a very low staff at these times of nights, so you could go claim it. They probably won't have any kind of payment or anything available right away, obviously, but
Just to make sure somebody else doesn't.
Okay, I agree. I agree. Let's do that just so no one claims the glory.
all right. You've done this. You know, you were there earlier today. Going there takes a little bit of time, but not too much. As you guys walk over to the main offices, and again, only a couple guards there. And even just simply explaining the story, they seem a little bit flabbergasted for a moment, but kind of knowing a few of the rumors and stuff like that that have been happening, they aren't too surprised, and say they're going to send a few people there in the morning, check it out, investigate it, and you'll probably receive your payment for both of the jobs maybe by tomorrow night, or the morning after at the latest, probably, assuming everything checks out. Very simply, but kind of after that point, you guys realize you guys are tired. It has been a day of boating and ghosts. Some would call them water and ghosts.
Throwback.
I'm always right eventually.
It was so funny you kept saying that, and I was like, I just don't know. There's actually a ghost over there.
Walrus is gonna have all these like mini premonitions.
I mean, he's already guessed the big bad guy. I'm kidding.
It's a water ghost.
It's I'm about to say that. Yeah, it's a water ghost, literally.
Yeah, I definitely want to go to bed.
I would like to sleep. I feel
Sleep
gross
time.
Inside, outside, and in
We need
places
to-
I didn't think I could feel gross.
We will have to deal with the walrus in the morning. This aging can't be healthy. We should definitely get him to a temple and see if that can be resolved.
I want to clean the walrus off my blade tonight before I go to bed.
I just want to be clean,
That will cost quite a bit of money.
which is a weird sensation.
Yeah.
Well, unless you have a better idea, Gudbrand.
Well, I mean, I am old. It is not so bad.
I don't think the solution should be to just leave him like that.
I think the solution is go to fuck to sleep and hope it fixes itself.
Even if we can find a
Beauty sleep.
Exactly.
cleric who has more power than I, the spell
would be
that
fucking
might
money.
help fix him would cost. We would need diamond dust.
Maybe we can get it on favor.
Oh yes, the well-known, very expensive favor.
You know, the gods don't really work that way.
They work. They work off commission.
We might be able to do a job for them. We might have some work for us.
I didn't
That
mean to do
is,
that.
we'll see about that when we arise. Maybe it will fix itself overnight.
Do list make merchant guild called favor.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
I think we just go to bed and
Yep, sleep time.
yeah.
All right.
The only thing that I can think of that would fix that would be greater restoration. That's a 5th level spell.
Yeah.
Not quite there yet.
From your guys' knowledge, yeah, that seems to be what is one of the possibilities of fixing that, which you could
That's the only thing Goodbrand would know about.
Yeah, and there could be one or two people here that might have that kind of magic. Usually higher members of different temples might have that kind of magic. But that's something you can check in the morning because everyone is exhausted. You guys head back to the Slumbering Giant as you had that conversation and immediately go to your large room and single by yourself room and immediately clean and go and lay down and very easily conk out. And I will go ahead and hit a long rest for you guys. Honestly, most of you get fairly good rest for the amount of times you guys have been traveling on the road. You know, this is the first time you guys have been this tired and immediately gone to bed in a nice bed, which is very nice for a change for some of you. Walrus, God, you're tired in the morning, though. It's almost as if you aged 20 years overnight.
Everything hurts, creaks and pops, and I don't like it.
Don't worry, you will get used to it.
I don't want to get used to it.
Yeah,
but
we should not rely on
sooner or
it.
later, the decision gets made for you.
I'd rather it be later.
So
Maybe I'll be dead by then. I don't like this.
Walrus, you're only as young as the woman you feel.
Wait.
What?
he's been hanging out with the bard too long. So kind of sleeping in a little bit, as you guys had stayed up very late the night before. You kind of come into the main room of the Slumbering Giant and realize breakfast is still being served, luckily enough, and you guys eat as much as you would like, as you realize sleeping in a little bit late has made you guys fairly hungry. So upon doing that, you're kind of right now. You guys, other than maybe trying to fix Walrus, don't have a specific goal in mind at the moment. So, what would you guys like to do?
We should head to a jeweler and see if we can get some diamond dust. Well, let's see if we can pick up some of the reward.
Why don't we go to a place that does...
We could...
sorcery stuff. That's not right.
We don't need sorcery stuff. We need components.
We need what?
I agree with Goodbrand.
Maybe we first find if somebody here can do it.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Let's.
We need a dude. You know that priestly dude. Probably.
We can go back to the temple that we were at the other day.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
we
think
could
that
do
should be a quick stop on our journey for today. But I also agree with Goodbrand that perhaps we check back at the police station and see if any of our rewards are ready yet. Some extra money might be
at the
handy in our
earliest
pockets.
tomorrow night. The latest at the earliest tomorrow night.
Mhm.
Tonight. So we don't need to worry about that right now.
Yeah, they're still checking on both of the situations that you guys had solved yesterday. So,
Okay. Okay.
it will be a hair longer, not too long.
Is anything new showing up on the boards? Anything?
What?
You could go look.
Did
Why
we get our full?
why
Did we get our
don't we
full
split
reward
up?
for the spider situation?
I will take.
You did. It's in your guys' sheet. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I will take Goodbrand here. I will take the Walrus here to the temple. Yeah, the DM's got me screwed up now too.
Yeah, you're confusing your own character with
yeah.
someone else.
Sorry.
And you three. Well,
I mean, I'm fine with that
me
idea.
and the princess will take him to the cleric, and you two go find if there's more jobs to do.
Okay, Artis and I will chat around town, see if anyone needs some handiwork done.
All right.
See if anything needs to good poking.
I was like half expecting the princess to argue with me and try to go with the other two. I'm really glad that didn't happen. Let's go.
You see a small smile and a small yes kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm still, a little frightened from the ghost and kind of curious how we're going to de-age the walrus.
Yeah.
All right. So splitting up, I will go ahead and go through the three first. So are you guys are heading to the same temple at the moment that you guys were at?
Because that was a Temple of Life cleric, so
yeah.
I mean, that's
so
that's where I'm going.
No, it does seem like a likely place. So kind of heading back over there to the very simple temple. You kind of arrive, kind of in the late morning, and kind of walking in. You do see the same individuals you saw last time, the dwarven man and the human woman, and as they kind of turn and you see the dwarven male go, "You're already back. Oh," and he kind of immediately notices the walrus.
Yeah, I
and
know, I'm
goes,
fucking old.
"Oh, well, that's
We
not
ran
great."
into a spirit that.
Oh, that makes sense.
It stole some of my friend's life.
Well, that sucks. Well, good luck. And he kind of turns and they see the human woman just go, "Well, hold on. I'm assuming you're coming to see if we can help."
Yeah, I don't want to be old.
Well, I mean, it happens at some point, but assuming you don't want to be this old right now.
That's a future me problem. Current me was very happy with the age that I was.
Got it.
I
Unfortunately,
keep trying to tell him it's not so bad.
And I keep telling you, it's eventually, and I don't want it to be now.
well, fortunately, the one person who could do that literally arrived pretty late last night back from that expedition. So I'll see if he's awake. And you see her kind of head more to the back of the facility behind that kind of half curtain that you guys had seen when last time you were here. And you see the dwarven male kind of walk forward and just be like, "Yeah, it's not great."
No, it's not. I don't like it.
See, if that would have happened to me, I would have still had good, like, 100 years on my belt still. But
Oh, well, fuck you, buddy. I don't have that. I got like less.
it looks like it.
Fuck you.
It's like it.
Yeah. I don't know how long I got.
I don't get that. I really don't.
I don't know. Life's weird. Like math is weird too. So
That is something we can agree on. Math is
yeah. See, he gets it. He gets it.
Math is weird. I mean, because sometimes some numbers equal different numbers. Sometimes they equal the same numbers. Makes no sense.
No, it really doesn't.
That's why I
No.
more try to stitch people together. That's a math I can understand. You know, the leg is connected to the main area.
That's true. Yeah,
The arm is also connected to that main area.
Yeah, it's all one central like point of connectivity.
Yeah. Now, if you lose the main area, though, oof, you're screwed.
I mean, if you lose a portion of it, you're screwed. You can lose like a bit of it, and you'll be okay eventually. I think
That makes a lot of sense.
it does. Also, can't lose your head, but I mean, I guess you could. You just be a floating head. That's not how that works.
Can we get back on the subject of fixing my friend?
And you see, after, as you say that, literally, you see another woman coming from behind. Well, actually, you're not entirely sure it's a woman because you see what looks like a small shell on their back. What looks like a shorter turtle, kind of coming from the back, and as this turtle is kind of using a walking cane, kind of walking forward, kind of just goes, you, so this is who you were speaking of. Like, he's rather tall, and definitely looks older.
Yep.
Well. And she kind of slowly walks over to you and kind of grabs your arm and looks at the like wrinkles and kind of squints her eyes for a second, and then she just goes, "Yeah, I can fix it. But we gotta have the material first. I don't think we have enough in the back. So if you can get me." She kind of just squints her eyes and kind of like, it looks like she's thinking, and she kind of just goes, "I think just like just a couple diamonds. I should be able to do something about this. Unless you want to be old."
Yes, real diamonds.
I don't know. Do fake it? I've never tried fake diamonds.
Yeah, you get a piece of crystal and you cut it into a diamond, and then there you go. You got a diamond.
Huh.
It's not about the shape, Walrus.
Pretty sure it's about the shape. Pretty sure.
I wonder if it is about the shape. That's something I've never considered before.
I mean, how do we know a diamond's a diamond if it's not in a diamond shape?
You see the dwarven male kind of go, "Look, this is something I know about. They call a diamond because it's a diamond, not."
But how do you know how do you know it's diamond if it's not in a diamond shape?
Because not all diamond are diamond shaped.
Well, then how do you know it's a diamond if it's not in the shape of the diamond? It could just be a regular clear crystal thing.
Because it's a diamond.
But how do you know?
There are tests that can be done.
See, what I usually do is I put it right here, and I take a hammer and I go, and if my arm hurts, it's a diamond.
All right, see, that makes sense to me. Yeah, it makes sense. So, yeah. Maybe it's not about the shape. Maybe if it causes you physical pain, it's a diamond. Maybe I'm a diamond. I don't know it.
If you were a diamond, this would be pretty easy to take care of.
That's true. Yeah. All right, we gotta go buy diamonds now and bring them back.
It seems that
This is a very complicated process.
Like I said, we need to go find a jeweler.
All right. Yeah. No, you were right.
There
You're
are a few
right.
different that should have enough to need, so they usually keep some in the back stock for things like this. Just go ask around. A few people will know where you need to look.
Even if we buy too many, we might be able to use them ourselves later on.
I don't know if we have enough for too many, but
Well, you are
could
going
try.
to buy them because they are free.
we could always steal them. But I don't really want that to happen. I don't want to become young that much. I have some moral character.
Well, I will say,
I'm gonna go looking for.
I can't
for a
make you
jeweler.
younger than you were. I mean, if I could, I'd be rich.
That's true. But anyways, all right, Turtle Lady. We'll be back with
I'm
diamonds.
sorry. So that he does not call you Turtle Lady anymore. What is
Oh,
your
it's
name?
not a big deal.
Yeah,
Hold
see,
up, I
not a
just
big
had it in front of me, and now my notes are gone. My name is Jin, Gin.
Jean.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Jean.
You have a beautiful shell.
Oh, thank you. I'd make sure to try to take care of it as much as I can. It's the only one I'm going to get.
Jin Jin Salabim.
And I walk out.
Yeah, definitely.
Set up in this.
And I walk away.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna follow them.
All right, you follow them quickly. I will say I won't even really make you roll for it. I will say it takes a couple hours to find a jeweler with the amount of diamond that you would want. Just to make it easier, because you spend enough time looking, you'll find one. You do know, because either A, you would have asked her, or B, because Goodbrand kind of knows, you do need 100 gold pieces worth of diamond.
Oh, we're fine.
So I don't know how you guys want to split that cost at the moment.
Oh, that's Walrus is paying for that. This is his.
I have less than 100 gold pieces.
How much do you have?
Maybe you
Less than
can-
100 gold pieces.
I do want, while we're at the jeweler, I do want to ask him a question as well.
Ask the jeweler a question.
Yeah.
Sure, you can do so. It's a kind of more. It's an elven man, who's not the best example of customer service, I would say. He's kind of just kind of helping you at the moment. What kind of question do you want to ask him?
Do you happen to have 2 platinum rings?
Do I have 2 platinum rings?
One about my size and one about her size.
Point at the
Oh,
two
they're
of
getting
you.
married.
Oh, now we see the plan.
Absolutely not.
Please, princess, don't. This is not what you think.
Aspirations of royalty here.
He wants to surprise you later.
You are not there, Artis.
No, you see the elf behind the counter, who's perked up a little bit hearing this back and forth of this, just kind of leans over and goes, "I think he wants to surprise you later."
I do not like surprises.
Hmm.
You know this.
Listen,
think he
it is a
cares.
component of a spell.
He's lying.
Hmm.
And as long as I can wear it not on a ring finger.
That is fine. It does not matter which finger you wear it on.
Okay. Thumb?
Thumb is fine.
Perfect.
All right. He kind of looks and he goes, "Oh, Now I have a
Just thought it was a
couple,
terrible pun.
and I think I have a few that will fit you guys's. Is it that each has to be 50, or just the pair has to be worth 50?
Each have to be 50.
Okay.
They have to be worth 50, but I am going to try to barter with this man.
Okay. That's fine. I just wanted to be certain.
Because I'm buying 2 rings. I'm hoping they'll give me a discount.
Bulk discount on 2.
It's not even getting you a nice ring.
It's not. You're not here!
Wants to perform thaumaturgy.
It's like those YouTube videos of the people going and finding the people's engagement rings with the diamond tester and testing out all the diamonds and like finding out none of the diamonds are real, and then they call their fiance and be like, "What the no.
What the fuck happened?"
To be fair, I'm pretty sure Olive would understand that he's not trying to marry her, as her father, one, would more than likely not allow this.
No, God,
And
no.
2, he's like the weird babysitter uncle that she loves, but also wants to get the fuck away from.
So it's creepy, forbidden love. Makes sense.
God damn it!
I mean, that's. Oh, is it wrong? But boy, is it erotic. Sorry.
Listen,
I've been on
the
TikTok too
spell, it
Yes.
will connect my life force to yours and give you protection.
He brings
Sounds a
out.
lot like marriage, but
He
more
brings
complicated.
out what looks like 2 diamonds that combined would be enough for the amount of the spell, and what looks like 2 platinum rings. After it takes him a good 20 minutes to get all this together. As he does so, he kind of just goes, "All right, these are what you were looking for." I mean, they both come out to be about 200 in total. I don't know who's paying for what. I'm assuming the man's paying for his rings.
Listen, we are buying a lot of things from you right now.
Mm-hmm. That's how commerce works.
Yes. Why don't you throw some of the diamonds in for free?
What? Okay, well, hold on.
Get repeat
This,
customers.
I don't think he knows.
I
how
have a
this works.
very low charisma. I should not be the one doing this, but nobody else is, so here I go.
I'm coming in to try to. I don't have good charisma either. There is one person in this trio that has good charisma.
That is true. I do have good charisma. I forget sometimes because I don't like being the face, but you know, you kind of have to. You gotta have good charisma.
When you're traveling with good brand, you better be the face, because he ain't gonna be it.
Neither am I.
We, as he said, we are, in fact, buying a lot of things. I may be able to create favor with my father, who is a king, if you are willing to cut us a deal.
Make a persuasion check, Olive. I'm gonna roll. Okay.
Persuasion. Oh my god, I even hit
Okay, so here's what I'll tell you what I rolled in the background. I rolled to see if he would know the relationship between you and the king, and I mean you're decently, when you bring that up, it kind of does spark knowledge because I rolled a natural 20 on his check, so he does figure out who you are. And he kind of narrows his eyes for a minute, and then he kind of just looks you up and down, and he goes, very far from home. I can't give you much of a discount, but I can give you the whole thing for 175. That is the best I can do.
So that would be what? 14? No, God, why is my brain 12.5 off of each?
No.
Yes.
Essentially.
Yes.
So mine would be what, 88? No, 87.5. Yeah, sure, 87.5. I'll give him 87.5.
Okay.
It may be far from home, but communication is not severed between my father and I.
Well, then.
Do not see that as a weakness.
You know what? Make an intimidation check. 'Cause that's enough to be slightly that way.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh my!
You see him go from his like more. He kind of straightens up a little bit. And he was like, "Well, that's not what I meant. I was just thought it was strange that just let him know that I helped you out as best as I could.
Mm-hmm.
You need anything else?"
Just your silence.
And your shoes.
His shoes are not going to fit you. Why would you need them?
Not your shoes, then. I don't know. We seem to be just taking stuff from him. Like, shoes is the only thing I think of.
We do not need anything from him.
Then why are we buying diamonds from him?
Do you want to become your age again?
Yeah, you said we don't need things from him, though.
I'm just gonna grab the stuff and
Beginning
go.
to regret
Alright, I'm just,
certain things. Let's go.
Walrus, did you pay your half?
I don't know how much I'm supposed to pay.
87.5.
I got it.
I'm going to my inventory.
You should have. I don't know how much.
3.
You have, so.
Got it. I fixed it. You're good.
Thank you.
Okay. You guys pay your shares split evenly. Good brand, you now have those rings, and you have the diamonds available for that. In the meantime, as you guys are heading back and a couple hours have gone by, Artis and Ethla have been wandering the town looking for things to stab. Apparently. What are you are you just looking for more work, or are you trying to find anything specific?
We're just kind of looking for more work. We're seeing if anyone looks particularly in need of anything. I think we're kind of just walking around town, striding together, getting the lay of the land, seeing if anyone's...
I will say
Scouting services.
Either both of you can make investigation checks, or one of you can do it with advantage. If you...
I was going to go to the job boards and see if anything new had come up on there.
I will count that with this, so...
Okay, so do we want to... Right, Artis, do we want to split the check, or one of us take advantage? Because I have...
+5 investigation.
And you take it with advantage, I have +1, so...
Okay. So click advantage.
I'm here to chat to people, not look.
Hey!
That's nice. That's good.
24.
I find all the jobs.
All right. On the job board, there's really nothing new. Nothing on the job board would, I guess, pertain to your guys' set, really. There's a few manual labor stuff, but I highly doubt that interests anybody.
That's no work for me.
But we could, we could do 3 sessions of manual labor. I'd be fine with that. So, unfortunately, nothing has... You guys have taken these jobs on pretty quickly, and no one has seemed to post anything brand new at the moment. Kind of wandering around and asking people, other than the few things that you guys have already taken care of, so far no one seems to have anything in particular. You do hear, I will say, not necessarily that you hear a specific job to get done, but you do hear that some people are talking about something happening in Hammerfall. Not anything particular details. It's more people are just talking about how more people are coming from there and coming through town from there. You don't know if anything is happening there or if that's something related to you, but you don't get anything specific about that. You do hear people talk about why the Warrior Guild is gone, or why they have gone out on patrol, I guess. They talk about either they're planning on raiding, which seems a little strange for them, or maybe they've heard of something happening off the coast. They have been gone for a while, and you hear that there has been a group a patrol of guards that had left about a week and a half ago that have just arrived back. Seemingly they had gone with a few other members of the town, some clerics and a few other things, and had gone out on a patrol, investigating something. But that's just a rumor around town. Nothing too damning about that kind of stuff. But unfortunately, not anybody is at the moment in absolute need or wanting to be stabbed or anything.
No one's in trouble.
Are we able to
Damn.
find any of these Hemifolians that seem to be rocking up into town at this time?
Any of the hammer
You can take a look.
foes?
I will say you can take the time to start looking, and I will say another couple hours as you guys have gathered all this information, has taken those couple hours. I will say, from rumors is most of them are staying at the end of the road tavern, as that's the closest to the main road. So kind of walking in, you do notice that there are a few more people here than the last time that you were here.
Yeah, when we stopped. Yeah.
Yeah, there seem to be, luckily since it's a little bit around lunchtime, there are a few people that are here, and you kind of do notice that there's a couple people that look more like they're traveling and not just hanging out or drinking.
So we're inside the end of the road inn at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Correct.
Is Brimmy there?
Look around. He is not there at the moment.
Okay. I was going to tell him the good news. All right. Well, Ardis, seems to be a lot of traveling folk here. Shall we strike up a bit of conversation?
Yes, let's pick their brains.
Well, I mean, only if they get violent with us first, Artis.
It'll be fine. Let's just pick their brains. You're the talky man. Do the talky.
Right. I'll find literally anyone. I'm not looking for any particular, just one of the group of apparently traveling people.
Okay. So I'll say you take the time to walk over to a couple of them. The first couple, I mean, just tell you, well, we're just traveling for vacation. We're a couple merchants looking for something, or there are a couple of merchants just traveling and trying to sell their wares to different shops and things like that. But it's the third group, looks like a husband and wife, that's kind of sitting at a table and kind of off in the corner a little bit, kind of just watching everyone a minute, and you guys kind of approach and you see them kind of instinctively like look down at their cups, and upon kind of talking with them, they just kind of look up and just go, how can I help you two?
Hello there, my traveling friend. We're just wondering what all this fuss is all about. There seems to be a lot of people moving through town from your direction. Just wondering if if there's a particular reason for all this new transportation.
Make an insight check.
Insight check. Cool. I don't think I'm that good with insight. I'm all right. Okay. Let's try this. Oh no. Not all right.
I'll say that's enough to sense that there's a slight tension. You're unsure if it's caused by what it's caused by, but there is a slight tension as you talk to them.
Oh,
but it could be they don't like, they might not like strangers, you don't know.
Yeah, it could just be the fact that two random people have approached them about where they're going.
And they're just kind of looking, they're like, we're moving. I don't see how that's really your business, but
there was no intention to pry at all. It was just an observation on
just truly out of curiosity
to town. That was all.
So everything's all right through in a Hammerfall.
You could say that. Mm-hmm.
Oh, would you say that?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, you sound full of confidence.
I definitely am. You can see that tension is building. You still don't know if it's because how awkward this is, or
I do realize. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but you do realize it is growing the more you're prying. But you still are unsure whether it's.
I don't know if it's just me prying that is causing the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Sing them a song.
I'm gonna just pull out my my lyre and say, let me play you a merry song for your travels, and I'm just gonna start playing my lyre. Just sing a song.
Okay, why don't you make a performance check, and Artist, why don't you make an now that you've been watching them have this conversation.
Nothing breaks tension like a good sing song. Performance.
I'm not going to comment on my dice rolls tonight. I refuse to say anything.
Yes, refuse to
20.
say anything. Yeah, 15 plus 5, 20. Your performance is fairly good. Artist, you've been watching this couple their entire conversation. The man hasn't really spoken up much, but is constantly like watching behind you guys, and you see the woman as he has constantly been trying to pry. You see them have been closed off even more, and it looks like they're constantly looking behind you guys. Maybe that they're worried for something, or they're uncomfortable. But the more you talk about why they left and if things are going well there, the more they seem to be looking worried, and are kind of. I will say you see. Just barely the man looks like he's grabbing something in his lap also.
About to get shaved. All right. Well, I'm just
Mm-hmm. Which the performance does make them they look a little better, especially from Artist's perspective, but it's not like they've let their guard down. It's almost as if they're just like this. They're almost just like looking in kind of a flabbergast.
Why this random person asked them a bunch of questions and then broke into song.
Correct. They're very unsure why you've done that.
Understandable. Well, once my song's finished, I'm going to say, you said you were moving from Hammerfall, correct?
Yes.
I myself, I was thinking of visiting Hammerfall in the near future. Could you recommend anything? Is there anything nice there?
You see them look at each other. They just go. I mean, food's nice.
You always love a bit of good food.
Yeah. They kind of are just looking at each other, like unsure what to say at the moment. Artist, you're still noticing, like, they're trying to avoid the subject as much as possible. And for you, they're not doing a great job at it.
Look, let me be clear with you. You're not in any trouble with us. We're not looking to make any trouble for you. We have heard some rumors, and we're the kind of pesky sort of do-gooders that go around trying to find wrongs to right, and he's better with the words and the stories.
That's us. We're the wrong writers,
stuff,
and I'm the songwriter.
So if you could give us any indication, we'll gladly leave you alone. In fact, I'll pay for your drinks, and we will not bother you again.
Make a persuasion check.
This is something I got nothing in.
That's fine. It's not extremely hard.
Your rolls will carry it.
Okay. A 12. Luckily, with the weird performance he gave, it slightly adds to your case. And they kind of both look at each other for a minute. And then they kind of glance over to you, and then you see the woman kind of lean forward a little closer, and she just goes, "Just keep away from the guild."
Any particular guild? I'm not familiar with that town, sorry.
They run the city in reality. No one wants to talk about it. Don't mess with them.
Say no more.
So we shall go to Stormfall and mess with the guild. Got it. So what are you two drinking?
I would suggest making it strong.
They both look at each other, and they just get the most, like, surprised look on their face, and they just are, you notice that they are drinking ale at the moment, but it looks like they've barely touched theirs. They just kind of silently stare at you guys and just goes, they're not one to be messed with.
Neither are we.
I'm good at poking holes in the best laid plans.
They kind of just look at each other, and they just go, well, you didn't see us, and you don't know where you got such strange information from two strange people.
So who, where, got info on what? I'm just going to the bar to get you a couple of ales. And that's what I do.
They seem to slightly untense, but there's still tension.
Go to the bar and I get 2 of the best ales they've got and bring them back to the table for them.
I would like to kind of lean over the table and very quietly kind of whisper to them in a lot less of a joyous tone than before, and I'm going to say, we will deal with this, and I'm not going to ask where you're going. I understand that's very private, but we will try and seek you out to let you know things are okay once this has been dealt with. We will not speak of you. We will not tell anyone who you are. We don't know you. No names have been exchanged. But we will try our best to let you know things are okay. Don't you worry.
Well, we're planning on being far away from that place, and we're covering our tracks as best as we can, so it's probably just better you don't contact us.
Okay, well, I understand, but we will make Hammerfall better.
Roll an insight check. Roll an insight check. It's very easy. I just want to see.
Natural one. Here we go. Come on.
11. You notice both their eyes roll as you say that. Almost as if they very do not believe you in that statement.
Well, I perceive this as very much a challenge, and I'm going to just smirk at them and then kind of back off a bit and allow them to receive their drinks from Artis.
2 jugs as promised. Thank you for the evening. I hope we didn't disturb you too much.
Of course.
Enjoy your trip.
They kind of just turn away from you two as best as possible, kind of just looking at the wall.
Okay.
Anyone else that we don't recognize in this bar?
Well, I mean, probably a lot of people.
There are a few, for sure. But I will say, chatting with the rest of them, some of them are just from different places, and nothing really else about Hammerfall. At least, unless if you stayed at the bar for a long time, you could probably find some more people, but not at the moment.
Is Sly there? Sly
is at the bar.
100%. We should definitely talk to him, see if he knows anything. He seems like he'd probably have his finger on the pulse. Go up to the bar and kind of go, "Hey, Sly, good buddy Sly."
Oh, you're back already. Less
Oh,
than
we're
24
back.
hours and you're already wanting to see me.
Oh, well, you made such a great impression the first time.
Well, thank you. I do try.
He hasn't stopped talking about you since we left.
Oh, I knew it.
You truly make the best ales.
Well, thank you for that. I definitely do make it myself.
And I believe every word. Anyway, Sly, I'm sure you've probably noticed the large influx of Hammerfall citizens here. Just wondering, in private, do you think you could... Is there anything special about this? We've got a general idea, but just wondering if you can clarify a few things for us.
See him look over and he kind of just casually just starts walking towards the other end of the bar where there's not anybody. And he just goes, "Oh, so you just want some tourist information. That's very interesting." And as he walks over and you guys kind of casually follow him, you get closer to the more empty side of the bar and he just goes, "So what do you really want to know?"
We've heard tales of a guild in Hammerfall that causing some trouble for the citizens there. We're just kind of wondering what trouble this could be and any more information on the guild itself.
Sure. Surprised you never heard of it before. I don't know if they've ever... No one really knows what their true name is. Most just call it the Thieves Guild of Hammerfall.
Okay.
They're bullies, from what I've heard. They steal from everyone they can get their hands on, and if they don't feel like stealing from you, they'll just come and ask for money and expect to get it. Or they'll do a lot of very bad things.
I get the type. Don't you worry.
They've been there for a long time. I think, honestly, from what I hear, they've been there since the city started. They like to undermine the beginning of it. I think it's an old rivalry.
Yeah. Oh, a rivalry. Who's the rivals?
The brothers.
The brothers. Oh, yes, the brothers. Okay.
You say that like you know what it means, but your face says that you don't.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you got me. I'm just trying to pretend like I know some semblance of what's going on here.
Not doing a very good job at it. This is the face you need to have when you think you know everything.
I'll learn from the master.
Excellent. No, the brothers. One of them wields that large thing, and the one as slick as me.
Oh, no one could be as slick as you, Sly.
Probably heard of him. Large, in charge.
No, but you've given a pretty apt description of him.
He kind of just laughs and he goes, "You've definitely heard of him. There's no way you haven't. Everyone's heard of him. Whole reason Hammerfall has its name."
Does he wield a hammer? And has it fallen?
Yes. You're getting warmer.
So is it like a dwarf or something?
Can I do like a history check or something?
You can do a religion check. How
a
about
religion
that?
check, okay.
He's more just messing with you now.
I can tell, but I'm trying to pretend.
Because I'm good with history.
You can make a. I'll let you do a history check if you want to do history. You can do history or religion.
No, it would have been the same for me.
No, yeah. I just think he's better at history.
22.
What is our
I'm awesome at history.
It takes you a minute to realize what he's trying to. But you remember reading about the history of different cities around these two continents, and This one has a very wide-known story of the idea of that during the Divine War, Thor himself was fighting a few different deities, and upon throwing his hammer from across the world, it flew and landed directly at where Hammerfall started, creating a large chasm where the city has been founded. The idea is that it is almost defined as more of a holy place for him. A lot of worshippers of Thor definitely are there and go there, and it's kind of a big tentpole of that. Using that as a reference, brother probably means... It almost definitely means the trickster god, if anything.
Rivaling a god. Wow. That's a good start. Okay. Oh, well, I mean, I don't know that. Artist knows that. I'm kind of like, yes, I get you now. Clear as...
Understood.
Clear things.
What is this, a cult of Loki?
A cult is a strong word. I mean, I would honestly even say church. Church is the same thing as a cult, almost.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there.
Hey, you watch what you're saying about religion there. I worship the gods. That is not a cult.
Mm-hmm.
Watch yourself.
Just like they do.
Have you ever met a god? Because I haven't. And
Maybe one day. Maybe one day the gods will see my glory in battle and they'll come down and congratulate me themselves. Can only dream.
I see spellcasters that talk about gods, but I see spellcasters who don't say anything about gods. So
You really do not know a lot, do you? He's looking right at Elf.
Look, I don't need to know much when I have the gods on my side.
You think that. He kind of gives a little laugh and he just kind of goes, either way, they've been there since the city founded, something about wanting to have a foothold in whatever he started. And normally they've just been, or in the past, I guess, 100 or so, however long years, from what I've heard, they mostly keep to themselves, steal from whoever they feel like, but not causing too much trouble. It's really only been recently they've been the thorn in everyone's side, from what I've been hearing.
Okay. Can they be stopped? Do they...
Stopped
do you
as
know
a
of any...
whole?
Oh, well, no, at least disrupted, I'd say.
I mean, anything hit in the right area could be disrupted.
Yes.
If you're thinking you yourself can take down that entire guild,
I don't think
you're sadly
me
mistaken.
personally can. I mean, I may have the gods on my side, but the gods have their limitations at times.
But what if they've got their own gods? Doesn't that kind of make your god...
My gods are much better.
I will tell you this, they are also the foundation of that city. And so I'm betting you it's going to be just as hard as taking down that city as taking down them.
All right.
But
well,
maybe there's something new that I don't know about.
Okay. I appreciate the information, Sly. It's good to know we can rely on you. And by rely, I mean occasionally get information out of.
That's pretty much the definition of relying, I would say.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't expect you to stand by my side and fight.
Oh, no.
So,
no way.
That's the only
crazy?
relying I care about.
All right. Well, you go on caring about that. I
sure will.
I will see you if they don't kill you, I guess.
The gods will be on my side, and they'll be on your side as well, Sly.
I will believe it when I see that. Either way, I have customers to serve. Good day.
I appreciate it very much.
Casually walks to the other side of the bar and starts chatting with a few other patrons at the moment.
I turn to Artis and I'm like, well, I think that went really well.
So do I. We learned a lot. And I never knew you were a priest.
I'm not a priest. I'm merely a devout follower of my gods.
I thought you had gods on your side. I thought that was a key thing.
I mean, they're always smiling down upon me.
Oh. So do you have like the power of the gods and like what's in this picture book on your side?
I have the power of the gods in my heart, and that's what truly counts.
Interesting.
And one day they will grant me blessing into Valhalla itself.
Okay. We should go find the others, I think, because creeping me out a little.
I agree, but we should definitely keep Hammerfall on our radar. Perhaps that's a possible future soon destination, if no more work appears.
Well, what we can do is just make a lot of noise about it and attract some attention. If they really are that bad, someone will try something.
Do we want to attract attention, or would it be better to strike while they don't know we're coming?
I don't know, you're the attract attention type person.
I do attract much attention, particularly from the opposite gender, but you know, we'll
hear
see.
You
We'll
hear
see how
Sly
things
from
go.
the other side of the bar go, ha!
Let's rendezvous with the group. We'll share our information.
And you can share your tips with the ladies with me.
Those I keep to myself.
And we're off to find the others.
With that, we walk back, probably to the sleep, because we didn't really discuss exact meeting place. I'd assume we probably just walk back to the
Sleeping giant.
the other end, the sleeping giant, or the slumbering giant.
Slumbering.
We just get a table and kind of wait for them to arrive if they're not there already.
Certainly. So I will say you'll arrive first because assuming they finished their shopping, you guys are probably going to head back to the temple.
Mm-hmm.
So upon kind of arriving back, you see the three members that you had met before as they all kind of look, and the dwarven male just kind of just says, no, long time no see, I guess.
We
We
got
got-
what you said you needed.
We got, that.
Fun. That means what again? And you see the human woman walks forward and just is like,
Can we please see Jin?
they're going to fix his age. And
Yeah,
he's like,
the
oh
troll
yeah,
is
you
gonna-
were always that old.
No, I wasn't.
I
I
already
know it's
forgot.
shocking, but
I already forgot. And you see Jin, who has already been walking forward. She's been in the back, already walking forward. And she's like, oh, well, let's get this problem sorted, I guess. Kind of
Yes,
slowly
please.
walks towards you, and you kind of hand her the diamond, and she looks at them like she's like, excellent. And she quickly kind of holds them out in her hand, and you see her close her eyes and focus. And as she does, you see these diamonds almost melt in her hand until almost this like diamond coating is covering her entire hand at the moment. And then she immediately opens her eyes and she reaches towards your arm that she had grabbed before, and she grabs it. And you see the diamond coating almost going across her hand onto your skin for a second, and almost stretches out until it covers your entire arm. In a very thinning, almost translucent kind of thing. And at the moment, you see it all glow for a second and extend. And slowly these wrinkles start to disappear. Your bones start to feel a little bit better, if not still achy just from the fight. Until after a few seconds, feel a lot better. And you look a lot less wrinkly.
yeah, I'm fucking normal again.
Well, that
Take
is
that,
relative.
stupid ghost lady.
And you see her looking. I don't think I'm a ghost.
Oh no, not
He
you.
is talking to the dead lady.
Yeah, there's a dead ghost lady, and she's deader now. But
Oh,
the one that was like,
Oh, the
and I was like,
spirits.
and then I was old.
the spirit you mentioned. I was right. Oh, well, hopefully
yeah.
she is resting now.
I have no idea.
Well, I'm not sure. I have killed a few of them in the past. I don't know if they rest afterwards.
Hmm. Guess I am unsure as well. There's something to ponder.
I'm not gonna ponder it. You can ponder it.
I did say I was going to ponder it.
Oh, well, all right then.
We should go meet up with the rest of the group.
Probably.
It's been a few hours now.
Hmm.
Back to the tavern. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
I hope to see you all again whenever you need something.
I hope not. I don't want to be
don't
old
need
again. That would
anything like
suck the
this
first
again.
time.
But we will talk to you if we do.
All right. Good luck in your endeavors.
Bye.
So you guys,
We head back to the.
yeah.
Yeah.
You step out and head back to the tavern. When you head back, you do see Ethla and Artis are already there. It looks like they haven't been there for that long. You guys have only been there for about 20 or so minutes. But you've gotten kind of a meal and drinks and whatever else you would have wanted to get while you were waiting. But you see the rest of the three come back in with a much younger looking walrus.
Aha, I'm fucking.
Hey,
I'm no
come
longer
over.
old. Which is an improvement.
You look more yourself.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Also,
good.
sorry about that big hole I put in you.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's kinda needed.
It's a little rapier. It don't do much.
Is it really so bad to be old? I'm
Huh?
feeling a little bit of hostility. about
Maybe
my-
one day we'll find a way to reverse your age, Goodbrand.
It is an honor to reach older age.
It sucks. That's what it is. It's a sucky honor.
You would prefer the alternative.
I'd prefer to remain this age until I'm that age, in which on that age I'll probably not care that I'm that age, because I'll have been this age.
If you say so.
I do say so.
Did you all get everything done?
Yes.
You
I
needed
got
to?
married.
You got
Did
married?
you find any new jobs?
Wow,
for us
we
to
really
do?
missed a lot.
Or did you get
Did you
any
get
of our
married too?
payments? New jobs or payments? Did you get
Oh,
the money or did you get a job?
We didn't find a job per se. We found the lead that could perhaps lead to a big job.
A
What
very
kind of
big
job
job.
is this?
So I don't know if you've noticed, but a bunch of Hammerfall citizens have been traveling through town lately.
Yes, I have noticed that. They all have signs that say "We're from Hammerfall."
Yes.
And all I got
those
was this
ones.
lousy t-shirt.
I've 100% noticed that because they look
Well,
very different from everyone else here.
Look, we can't be saying that, but we we head through to the other inn, the end of the road, and we found a large group of them, and we were kind of talking to them, seeing what was up, seeing if they could give us any information on what this large exodus was, and we found out there appears to be and I kind of lean over and whisper, a thieves guild in Hammerfall, and they appear to be perhaps turning some citizens away with their thievish antics.
Does this have to do with us?
This has to do with us because people are in need, And we are the wrong writers. That's what artist said. We are the wrong writers.
We are?
When did
gotta
we
write
decide
these
on
wrong.
that
When did
name?
we?
You said it.
The
You said
only
it, not
wrong
me.
writer around here is you, Skull.
No. We are a group. We write the wrongs.
Oh,
We do?
I see what you mean now. I just meant that your writing is terrible.
Look.
I don't know if we've
Look
written
here.
any
I don't
wrongs
see you
recently.
playing a liar better than I.
That is not what I do.
And that is what I do. So you leave it to the professionals.
To right wrongs
So-
or to play liars?
Both?
So we need to find professional wrong writers.
Princess,
No.
what do you think about this?
I think we are the professional wrong writers.
What we do
We've
is
righted
up to
no
you.
wrongs. We killed a spider and a squid lady.
It was wrong, and we righted it.
I do like doing the right thing.
The princess
But-
agrees.
I
Yes.
like doing the
Princess
wrong
is on
thing
my side.
sometimes as
There was a
well.
butt in there. I heard a butt.
I don't think I'm on either side. To be fair, I am on my side.
And what is your side?
Well, of course, I like doing the right thing, but with a little mischief in there.
Well, what more mischief can there be than taking down the governing system of a large city?
Wait, what the
That is not mischief, that is anarchy.
Yeah, that's
I
another
Isn't
thing.
anarchy just advanced mischief?
No,
I have no
No.
no,
idea.
it is not.
Yes, it is.
Mischief 102.
Look,
Anarchy is advanced mischief.
If anarchy is mischief, then killing people is roughhousing.
Yes, 100%.
yes. See, now you're getting it.
oh
And
my.
cannibalism is delayed burial rites.
Princess, you still vouch for this one.
Alternative body disposal method.
Hey, there you go. See?
Recycling.
Sometimes killing is a means to an end to a mean. However that saying goes.
The means to an end of someone's life, yes?
Yes.
And sometimes that means a good thing.
But if they are attacking your home,
So if it's sort of the Church of Loki that are being...
Ah, yes, there were also gods. I
Oh.
did forget to mention that there's gods involved.
Loki, huh?
Bad gods.
Oh, you wanted mischief, Princess.
Um,
There's no
your
more mischievous than Loki.
Olive, make a history check. You were asleep that day. You were asleep
I
the
was
day you
not,
talked about
yeah.
Hamilton.
Yeah.
Many things happened, and I don't know any of them.
I have heard these words before. But and I know who Loki is.
We have gone
Well-
over this so many times already. You
Well,
just
we-
don't pay attention to anything that I say.
Well, you know.
I certainly don't.
Look,
Apparently this is a big church in Hammerfall. This
Olive.
Church of Loki, and they're going around making problems for their citizens.
That is
Which
what
might be-
Loki
They
does.
they are making mischief for the people of Hammerfall. So if we make mischief for them, we're just mischievizing the mischief, and that's perfect.
Oh,
Good,
so it
okay.
cancels
I
out.
heard you like mischief.
Yes.
Yeah, but what if we make what if Loki gets mad and he's like, I'm gonna mischief them back, and he's probably better at mischief than we
Look,
are at mischiefing.
My
That-
gods are much better than Loki, and I'm not too afraid.
I don't know if I trust that.
We could
You
be
must
the
always
best
trust in the
anglers.
gods.
I don't think Loki
You do
would.
understand Loki is one of the gods, right?
Yes.
You know, so I think they're all pretty,
Inferior god.
He may not take interest in us unless we are interesting.
But if we're mischiefing
Oh,
his mischief
okay,
makers,
Damn it! I'm too interested.
I wanna just, if anyone is proficient in religion,
I am.
I want you to make a religion check. Anyone who's proficient in religion can make a religion.
Are we not counting jack of all trades?
Yeah, I will allow Jack of all trades. I'll count that for just this one check because it's a basic history lesson.
I know nothing.
You know nothing.
Listen,
Even though you
Olive,
spout about the
as I
gods, you don't
told
know
you.
this. Gudbrand, you obviously have studied the gods and everything like that, and you know a bit of history. You know for a fact that as of the current deal right now and where the gods are located, gods are actually not allowed to purposely interfere in any mortal business. They can be, they'll still be, patrons and give clerics powers and things like that, but they're not allowed to come in directly interfere. So the fear of the idea of Loki coming down and striking you all down, it's not a real thing.
Thank you for those inspiring words, Gudbrand.
But not that he couldn't maybe set his followers upon you or something like that. That could be a possibility, but it'd be harder to do with the current godly deal that's in place at the moment. Even with him.
So now we don't even need to be worried about the god of mischief.
Well, we need to worry about his followers for sure. But if we are trying to take his followers out, that I guess we would need to worry about them anyway. But
So
why?
we're all in agreement then.
I have to ask again.
Why do we care?
What is the purpose of this?
I will.
Gives us an excuse to beat people up and take their stuff.
He knows they probably have really nice stuff. There's probably some religious symbols for you, Gudbrand.
But then we are no better than them.
But we're
We're
saving
stopping
people.
them
But
from
who are we
messing
helping?
with
They're
us.
just gonna we what do? We set ourselves up as the mischief managers of fucking Hammerfell?
Yeah.
Managed.
I've been wanting to say that the entire time, but I've been waiting. I'm not going to say mischief manager. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
Maybe we need to manage the.
Well, then we're just sitting there managing mischief all day long, and
Adventure, we can
We
do
just have to manage this big mischief.
Mischief managed.
but then what about the small mischiefs?
Well, I'm sure there will be small mischiefs along the way.
Okay, so we go there, we deal with the big mischief, and
We
then the
deal with the
small
big mischief.
mischiefs just stay and they become big mischiefs, and then we're constantly going back, and we're like, no more mischief.
Look,
Or we can
You can
let's
argue
cut to
about
the
this
thing.
all you want, but there is only one person here who has a say in where we go next.
I agree.
I'm glad
I
you're on
have
my
that.
side, Gudbrand.
It is not you, Scout.
Say, I'm glad you agree. I said it before you.
I do not remember much about this land. Shall we go?
There's no work here. The work here currently is exhausted.
Oh,
can
but
come
we
back
do need
later.
to claim our cash.
We do
Ah.
need to stay long
They can
enough to
send
get our
it. They can send it by courier.
I don't think that's a thing. I don't think they'd just be like, oh, we're just gonna
I-
send a bunch of money to this town of thieves.
Listen, they said the money would be
He has
ready
a
by tomorrow
point.
morning. We can get the money and then leave.
Okay.
Yes.
I will concede that, and I will agree with you there, Gudbrand.
Good.
But hey, there could be some nice stuff there. You know, I've never been to Hammerfall. There could be some interesting sights.
Do
Interesting.
I know anything about Hammerfall?
You could make a history check.
Okay. I'm great at these guys. I know nothing.
You know the basic thing, like you know the basics of what I told you about the God story, because
Yeah.
it's more religion focused.
Yeah.
You know it's a big city. Basically it's about the same size as the capital. Maybe even a hair larger, depending on things. Other than that, you don't really know much.
I probably met a couple dignitaries from there once or twice that I pissed off.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
See, so we could head there and we could start dealing with the little mischiefs and then build it up until we deal with the big mischief.
And then we can be the assistant manager of Mischief, and then we'll be the manager of Mischief. No.
And then it will be effectively managed.
And yes, I will obviously let you all know that this this job itself won't be on anyone's particular contract, but that doesn't mean there will be rewards. I mean, if we're taking on a thieves guild, they must have some form of wealth. We can take our payment right from the...
Depends on who they've stolen from.
Hey, look.
Is this a Robin Hood type
Olive.
situation?
Sometimes you have to realize, if you don't know where the money came from, it's better not to ask questions.
You do not steal.
It's not stealing if we don't know the original owner.
But they may have stolen from the poor who they need that money.
Well, we will cross that bridge when we get there.
Maybe we should give back depending on what they have.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we can give a percentage of our potential earnings to the people. I mean, I'm sure they'd be very grateful.
I don't think your gods would be very happy with you.
The gods...
stolen goods.
The gods putting the wealth in front of us truly is telling us that they want us to have it.
My father always says you don't steal from the poor.
But we're not stealing from the poor.
But
We're stealing from the people who stole from the poor.
Well, no, we're actually going to be killing the people who stole from the poor.
So it's not even stealing at that point.
Justice, and then procuring their property, and then redistributing said wealth in an appropriate...
Some of said wealth. You can't steal from dead people.
Actually, you can. It's called grave robbing.
Wouldn't you say that is not true?
There won't be graves, therefore we can't grave rob.
To Hammerfall, then.
We leave in the morning.
We plan at dawn. All right. So it is later afternoon. Does anyone want to do anything for the rest of the day? Just wanting to make sure. There's any. I know you guys are gonna go collect your payment. We'll just say in the morning because it's more convenient. Yeah. And it'll definitely be ready by then. So.
Okay.
Does anyone want to do anything the rest of the afternoon then? Just wanting. You guys can relax if you'd rather, but I want to make sure.
I mean, I'd just relax. Yeah, I got 3 gold. And
yeah, I'm very poor now.
I've been through some shit.
Definitely relax.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to go hunt down Brimmy, but that may be more trouble than it's worth, so I'm not gonna bother.
All right.
I don't remember who Brimmy is.
He's the drunken guy who told us about the ghost and then ran away as soon as we saw the ghost.
Right. Okay.
Yep. That is.
I wanted to tell him that the ghost was no longer a thing.
I bet he'll find out.
He'll figure it out.
At some point. All right.
Plot twist: Brinny was the husband that was dead.
Whoa!
I mean,
why do you have to spoil my campaigns, Austin?
I was gonna say that's what I thought from the very beginning. As soon as we met him.
No.
Oh wait, no, he's the kid. He's the grown-up kid.
Yeah, it was like either or.
No.
He's just an alcoholic because he sees his dead mom walking the streets.
Yeah.
Nope. The mystery of what happened there will probably be lost to time itself until 40 sessions from now when I bring something up from it and you guys like, what?
Brimmy comes back and stabs one of us in the ass.
Who is this? What ghost?
We see Brimmy's ghost walking on.
You just see Brimmy's ghost come through a wall.
The rest of the afternoon, you guys relax. Walrus feeling young again and feeling even better and eating and drinking as much as you would like to just kind of take a break from the last couple days of going and doing all these different jobs. Morning comes the next morning pretty easily, and upon kind of heading over to the law offices, and it does seem like you were able to claim the rewards for the 2 jobs as they did investigate. They do kind of update you. They did investigate the house and found what you were talking about. There are people cleaning it up now. and giving proper burials to the 2 skeletons found inside. And so far, no attacks have happened on the bay, so people are assuming that you've taken care of it and are giving you a proper reward for it at the moment. Upon gathering all the money from the 2 jobs together, it comes up to be, and it'll obviously be split amongst you guys, but I'm gonna make sure I'm calculating this right. 850 gold pieces, so I'm just gonna hit this button and it'll go to everyone's sheets. Just like that.
Yes.
Nice.
So, it's already in your sheets. Upon picking that up in the morning and upon deciding to go to Hammerfall, which will be a few days' journey, you guys start heading along the main road, even passing the end of the road tavern, starting to head north. As you know, that's where it's at. So upon starting to leave the town of Grimskill, we will go ahead and end it there. As you guys are starting to head to Hammerfall, and everyone is now level 4. Fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pick your ability score,
Our wishes.
improvements, or feats.
Oh, I'm taking a feat.
Yeah. So do it on Beyond if
Shield
that's
Master.
easier. I'll
I
update
can't
you.
wait for Shield Master.
If you don't have to decide now, you know, obviously. Take
Oh, I
this
already
one.
decided.
I know. I'm just talking.
Will I like wipe my inventory and stuff if it gets re-imported? Like,
What?
should I, like, if we do it on D&D Beyond, will it wipe the inventory or?
It shouldn't.
Is
You
that-
should just have to
okay.
just hit level up, and it should just keep
Cool.
everything. But yeah, just decide what you want on there, or just let me know, and I'll update the sheets on here. Just to get it figured out and everything like that, and we will see what everyone takes. Next week, as we start the journey to the large city of Hammerfall, a city that is one of the first cities I've ever built for this homebrew, because I had this idea a long time ago, and no one's ever been there for 2.5 years. So we'll see. Obviously, thank the people who joined. I know I saw a few people jump in and out. Thank you guys for joining. This is the end of episode 3. So if you have missed any of the other ones, go check them out. They are here on Twitch and also on my YouTube channel. Their links are all over the place. And we will hopefully be back same time next week, hopefully. If not, we will let you know, and we will continue along the journey. I'll just say, see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.